Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Hey, welcome in to the Ultimate Autographs live break room. It is 3:02 p.m. Central Standard Time here, June 21st, 2023, and what the heck? Who's this guy in the host chair at this hour on this day? That's right, it's Rip Camelucci here, along with my co-host and producer. He's standing up right now, but he's got that chair as low as it can go. It's Ricky Widmer. How's it going, dog?
I feel like I'm the only one that likes to sit low.
You are. I can confirm that. At least speaking for myself and Mike.
It feels like over there, perfect height. Over here,
interesting.
I don't like being so high up.
Interesting.
I like to sit back, relax.
You like to get yourself in the video drone.
Well, and also,
okay.
You guys at home, like if I sat here, you don't see me. I can now lean over, and I'm always in shadow.
I jack that thing all the way up every time I'm producing, and I'm still. But again, I'm a theater guy. I'm going to make sure I find my light. I'm going to make sure I find my camera. So maybe I just have some natural instincts.
Got to get your good side.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's all good side here.
It's like it's all good side.
Oh, dude, I'm excited. This is our first show working together.
You asked me a while ago, hey, when are we going to work together? And it's here.
Just had to speak it into existence.
Sometimes that's what you got to do, LeVar Ball.
The secret. How y'all doing? Welcome on in across all of our platforms that we stream across. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Whatever you're watching on, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell in the YouTube parlance, all that good stuff. While we make our journeys through these wonderful breaks. Please sound off. Love to hear from you, hear how you're doing on this wonderful warm weekend.
It was hot today.
It is, and here's an update, Ricky.
Still hot.
Still hot out there. Got record levels of humidity across the country, and as a Florida man himself, I can tell you, just stay inside. Don't think like, oh yeah, beach day, let's go. Unless you're a trained humidity person, from the southeast, perhaps, a little into that Chesapeake as it were, it's pretty humid in that area. Leave it to the professionals, please.
When I visited California for the first time, it was nice.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like it felt hot, but I didn't feel like I was walking through or swimming through the air.
Yes, it is. They like to say it's a dry heat.
Whenever I was in Vegas and I'd hear it's a dry heat, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
All that means to me is that the static electricity is going through the roof, because that's all went out to Arizona when I was a kid, and that's all I can remember.
Just be
Oh yeah, that
happy-
in the Grand Canyon.
Just be happy you didn't walk in when I did for the noon show. Guess what the thing was set at?
Oh, what? No, what?
77.
Oh no,
It's never been that high.
that's
on a day like today.
bad. That's
I
wrong.
told Dom I'm jacking this thing
Who
down.
did that? Did they just like not touch it, or were they just like
So
whatever?
what I think it was is so after the party, we're playing football and stuff, right?
Okay.
So I jacked it down a little bit. I'm like, I'm feeling that like light sweat.
Sure,
Not
sure.
drenched,
Yeah.
but like, ooh, the hair's a little wet. So I'm like, I'm gonna jack it down a bit. I want to feel the air conditioning. I think the boys at night jacked it up and then just didn't jack it back down to normal.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Dom's like,
Mark
Dom's
Feller,
like,
what
it's
up?
all right.
Hello. Northwest Indiana, totally miserable out. There you go. And that's just Northwest Indiana. Just kidding there, Mark Feller. Just kidding. Thank you so much for joining and sounding off. Sorry, I cut you off there, Ricky. What were you
No,
saying there?
you're good.
You
And
good?
Then, Dom's like, no, I don't feel hot. I'm like, well, I walked
Yeah.
in here. I immediately feel hot. I'm turning this down.
Oh, well,
I made an executive decision.
yeah. Hey,
as
especially
the
when it comes to a
non-executive.
thermostat, you just gotta, someone just has to take that first big step,
And then
you know?
50 dads across the state went, did you touch that thing? Did someone touch your thing?
Yeah, let us know. Sound off in the chat if you are a thermostat controller or a thermostat rider. You just kind of ride the work of others. Until then,
Ride the work
let's
of
head on
others.
over, figure out what our dice roll's gonna be.
7.
Need a 6 or higher. That is a 6, 7, 8.
One higher than the 12 p.m. show.
Man, yeah, that is. I feel like I've been getting 8 a lot for there's been spiders in the or at least one spider. I think it's
Was
one.
there?
There was one spider.
Where?
A few days ago, it was rappelling down beneath Dom or
Uh-huh.
behind Dom,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a whole not Dom, Mike. That was a whole thing. Got my Italians mixed up, and that was a whole thing.
Well, there was one.
And then
where
there was one-
Joe was in here last week, and there was something on his leg, and then it was crawling on the floor, and he lost it.
Well, on Wednesday, on Wednesday it was crawling across the producer's desk, and I got it with a Post-it note. So
Bam. Be gone.
So true, guys. Jeremy Cole, welcome in. Here we go. Yeah, the numbers are weird here. Let's figure out what we're chasing.
It's nice to know that you're a fellow spider killer.
I
Can't do the trap and let go. It's a reaction.
I'll give spiders a lot of leeway because they ultimately can provide a service.
Yes.
And this is a room where we've also had a fly. Mike and I.
Massive flies.
Mike and I had the bottle episode.
They have to be horse flies.
No, not big enough for horsefly, but they are meaty. They are beefy flies. So it's like, okay, we got a spider in here, we got a fly in here. Maybe the spider, maybe one can cancel the other out. Just stay on your side of the break room.
Stay in a corner. I don't
Exactly.
care.
Then we can coexist. It's a symbiotic relationship. But the second you get on my producer desk, I'm sorry. This is my
Especially if I'm gonna have
territory.
like my Coke out.
A
like-
delicious. Oh, hold on. Let's get this on the product. Now.
So
A nice
I had to-
ice cold cherry Coca-Cola. Hold on, let me get to the actual product.
So
here.
I'm usually a Dr. Pepper man. I
Ooh,
brought 2
okay.
from my house. 'Cause I'm
Peppermint.
like, I'm gonna need a pick me up. Forgot we had soda left over from the,
our indoor
company
field
party.
day yesterday.
And unlike Dom, I don't know how you feel about it. I am a sucker for anything cherry.
Yeah,
Cherry
I am.
Coke, cherry
Yep,
Pepsi,
yep,
cherry Dr.
yep,
Pepper.
Yep, I'm a cherry
So
man.
I am like,
You have good taste, my
I am
friend.
sorry, my Dr. Peppers. You are normal Dr. Peppers. I'm like, I'm gonna go with the cherry Cokes because I love cherry. Black cherry Italian ice was bomb yesterday.
Michael Sousley was asking, was the winner of the NBA Finals 3-point challenge already announced?
Yes, that was Ty Percival.
That was Ty Percival, and that's
Finals are still going on?
That's in reference to we had a basketball series, top spot draw for a gift card, $5 per 3-pointer made in the finals. I think it's already like creeping up on $700.
He's getting his money's worth.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
absolutely. So as
I'm-
soon as I
I'm-
closed out,
I'm
they
gonna see
ran that.
exactly where they're at right now because
Excellent.
I have not been tracking them.
I'm so sad that I'm not going to be working that Monday. So the day that like the final total is going to be announced,
because you wanted to do it.
because I'm invested. I feel invested in this journey with Ty Percival. I'm watching like every game, like every garbage 3-pointer that they were making in garbage time. The Thunder were last game.
The game where
I was
Obi
like
Toppin had like
$5,
five.
cha-ching, $5, cha-ching. Who won the Brady Prize helmet for last night's midnight break?
Still going on.
Still going on.
I think they have 11 boxes left. That will open up again next Saturday morning, 12 a.m. So did not get the Brady. Brady is still there in the nightlight.
All right, let's figure out who we're going to be chasing. Rip rule applies. If the wheel lands on something that has less than 10 boxes in it, we're going to spin until we get 10 boxes. Only 2 instances that can happen, the jerseys and the diamonds. So there's the jerseys, as it were.
So you respin if it's less than 10?
If it's less than 10 in a series, I'll respin.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's just something I'm experimenting with. Just kind of seeing.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
I'm, new here, fresh eyes, a little wet behind the ears. Let's figure out what else could possibly work, So that was the jerseys. Jerseys, 9 boxes left, 3 headliners left. Brian Urlacher, Nico Collins, and Joe Theismann. Let's go ahead and spin again. And,
so you spin and then add to it. Okay.
Yeah. I'll spin until I
thought-
get a total of at least 10 boxes.
the
So it's
vault
going to
is
be
nice.
jerseys and vault.
Vault is loaded.
Vault is absolutely loaded. We'll get to that in just
As Nick
a
Johnston
second.
would say, it's stacked to the gills.
Stacked to the gills. That's there's a word for like kind of mixing 2 sayings together, which is also something I do quite a bit. I can't remember, but stacked to the gills. I like
packed
it.
to the gills?
I like it.
Nick Johnson is filled with those every Sunday.
Excellent. All right, so we have our chase wheel spin all set and ready. That's good to go. That's ready to rock and roll. Jerseys and vault. Vault, 27 boxes, 11 headliners left. All 5 vault keys still remaining. 1, 2, 3 speed flexes. Josh Allen, Emmitt Smith, Bo Jackson. We'll get to that in just a moment here. Is Don just like putting extra box tape? Is he just like treating these like boogers on a bathroom wall?
Could have been me from yesterday.
Could have been you from yesterday.
So what I'll do is sometimes when the knife gets taped up,
yeah.
well, you got to
drop
drop them on the floor.
Yeah.
I'll put them there. I guess I forgot to take those and put them in the
garbage can that's
2
right
feet
next
away.
right
Not
to your
even.
right. Hey, you know what? I'm not here to judge anyone's process. We all got a process.
Rip is the, and I mean this in all due respect, the clean freak of the break room.
Oh,
taking that title away from Robbie.
Virgo vibes 1,000. I asked Robbie one time, like, hey, are you like a naturally clean guy, or is that from the Marines? And he's like, oh, the Marines.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, cool. I was born in the wool. I died in the wool. I was born in the darkness.
So right now that finals gift card,
Yeah.
$620.
Oh my gosh.
Entering game 7.
Good gosh. That's awesome. Because last year it was like $580.
Yeah.
So
Getting his
boom.
money's worth.
There you go. Wesley asking for the headliners in the 1 in 4. Let's head on over. Let's just knock that. Let's just get over to our live break page, and I'll just go straight to the 1 in 4. We don't have to go top to bottom strictly. It's
Well,
not
I'll say this. After that 1 and 4, we will have a practice squad double for you.
All righty. Well, the practice squad was at the top of the break page, so we'll be taking a brief look at that as well. Here we go. We still have headliner-wise in the graphic Hulk Hogan on the Funko, and that's that full Sports Illustrated cover Funko right there, not your little, square box, which is always great, easy to display. This, a little bit more of a poster, as it were. One of my favorite players of all time, 2-time MVP Steve Nash. What's
Well, I
up?
will say that Hulk Hogan, because
Yeah.
I've actually pulled one of those.
Okay.
That is actually a Sports Illustrated.
Oh, is it like a
It's
copy?
It's one of his Sports Illustrateds.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, so you could also get yourself an issue of Sports Illustrated.
It is absolutely
From the 80s. 2-time MVP on the basketball, Steve. These are 2 of my favorite. Oh my! They're just on the. Oh, we already pulled the Wade. Darn. Well, anyway.
So we're talking about Taylor Swift. Like, yeah, she went the last show.
No, I know she went the last show, but you put Nash and Wade together right next to each other, and that's just gonna get my spidey senses going. Get my spidey tingle going. But we got the Steve Nash, and I'm sure he would. If you ask Steve, he's like, put me next to Erling Haaland, because Steve's a big soccer guy, and Erling Haaland. big soccer player for where's he playing these days? Man City,
Man
I
City,
believe.
yep.
Erling Haaland, one of the best in the world. That Hulk Hogan Funko it's super cool. Like Ricky was saying, bells and whistles to that Funko. We also have on the warm-up jersey, which is like, this is some of the most iconic shots you'll get of Larry Bird, him warming up before just dousing a team in a flurry of offense. Larry Bird on the warm-up jersey. That is incredibly cool. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, on the gold bat right there. One of the best Mets. Heck, I'll say one of the best Mets of all time. David Ortiz on the bat as well. Big Papi. And then we got Tom Brady on the bat. If you're a fan, if you're in the card world, you'll know that Topps put out his Montreal Expos card a few years back, and that was a lot of people's first realization. Oh yeah, he got drafted by the Montreal Expos. He could have been a teammate with Vladimir Guerrero.
We looked this up in the last show. There are 3 NFL players that were kind of like big players during both our lives.
Our eras.
One, I will say, one of them is a staple in the jerseys. We get them all over the break room, but people really like them in the jerseys. Do you know who it is? They really like a specific kind of jersey that we get.
Ricky Williams. Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
We have a Jet was drafted in the MLB that same draft.
Oh, boy. That same draft. Interesting.
1995.
Keyshawn Johnson?
Quarterback.
Quarterback. When they drafted 95? Because Testaverde was way earlier. Oh, just lay it on me.
Chad Pennington.
Pennington.
And then a Viking quarterback was also drafted in the MLB draft that year.
In 95?
We get him in the break room quite often, especially in the minis.
Viking. Warren Moon? No.
Dante Culpepper.
Dante Culpepper. Well, he was later. He was in 95. He was like, in the
MLB.
95 baseball draft. Oh.
Yeah,
Because they
MLB
draft like kids, basically.
So those are 3 of the NFL players.
Okay. But I had to
drafted
adjust. I was like,
yeah.
wait, what's going on? The
You're
NFL
like,
years
what?
are all over the place for me. I was going to say Culpepper. That makes sense. Quite the athlete Culpepper was. Also quite the athlete Tom Brady on the speed flex. So we got double Bradys here. We had him on the bat. Love that. I love the unique pieces like that, you know? Tom Brady on the bat, then Tom Brady on this salute to speed flex, camoed out, all sorts of stuff going on here for some would say the real America's team. Tom Brady on the Patriots, crazy speed flex right here. In the hockey, man, we had that hockey series a few weeks back. You know, the Stanley Cup final recently just finished, and my Ice Cats. Thank you so much. I'll take the congratulations. I had a friend who was actually at the Elbow Room last night. Yeah, snapped a very blurry picture with Brad Marchand.
Did you see what Brad Marchand put on? Well,
Pardon me, Marchand.
Well, I add that.
That's
regardless.
fair. That's fine.
2 things he put on social media.
Okay.
One was him panned down. He was wearing a sticker that was the Oilers logo, but it said losers.
But
And then another one was he took a picture of like the team at like their dinner celebrating. And for every player that wasn't from like Florida that they traded or got from our team, he put over that person, thank you, and then the actual Twitter account of the team. Like for Seth Jones, thank you at NHL Blackhawks.
Oh my God. I love him. I love him. I love him so much. I'm not expecting him to stay, but boy, what a good fit he was. I also, Thomas, didn't know that Brady was a catcher until then. I don't know that I would have pegged him as a catcher personally, but back to the hockey, Steve Yzerman. Steve Yzerman on the helmet here in the 1-4, which is absolutely loaded. In addition to a little guy called Shaquille O'Neal. You may know him as Shaq. You may know his friend, the General. Shaq is in the listed headliners. Chris Chelios, Devontae Adams, Ronald Acuna, and
The
Damian.
Shaqtus.
What's this now?
The Shaqtus.
The Shaqtus,
The great Aristotle.
indeed. The big Aristotle. Steel, as it were. Can we get Shaq on a Steel Funko, maybe? And Damian Lillard, Dame time up in the mix. I was explaining what I do for work to some friends yesterday, And
How
they're not,
long did it take?
well,
to finally
I was
get
lucky
it?
the 1 and 4 was up because they're not real sports folks. So I was able to hop in the 1 and 4 and be like, look, we got Taylor Swift or Cuba Gooding Jr. And my buddy Nick got a hearty laugh out of Cuba Gooding Jr.
Ice dogs, baby.
What's this?
Ice dogs.
I
Or snow dogs?
Snow Dogs. Or no, Snow Dogs.
Isn't that Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah, because 8 Below was the Paul Walker one, right? No, I think Paul Walker was the Snow Dogs.
No, Cuba was snow
No,
dogs.
Cuba was Snow Dogs. 8 Below had to be Paul Walker. Yeah,
said
the sports
Ice-
movies that Cuba Gooding Jr.'s done.
Ice Dogs is a hockey team. The Niagara Ice Dogs.
Uh,
That's why it was in my head. We were talking hockey.
was the
Or the Fairbanks now Ice Dogs.
do we know what the Cuba Gooding Jr. was on?
I could check. I do not personally.
If I had to
know.
guess, it'd be a Rod Tidwell jersey from Jerry Maguire. If it is
Show me
from
the money,
if
Jerry.
it's from radio, please just don't say
Show
anything.
me the money, Jay. Let's see.
The Diesel. That's right. Yeah, it looks like we are 1 away in the double for the practice squad. So let's check out that practice squad right now. Absolutely loaded. We are at 29 boxes.
It was a jersey.
Okay, so it had to be
So
a
I'm
Tidwell
assuming
jersey.
show
Had to
me the
be.
money.
And if they didn't do that, shame on them. If as soon as they did pull that and didn't yell,
Show me the money, Jerry.
money."
Show me the money.
I love black people. That movie's so good.
I love Jerry Maguire.
The human head weighs 8 pounds. Practice squad, 29 boxes, y'all. Check this out. All the headliners are still hanging around. Speaking of Cameron Crowe, let's go Counting Crows. I've been hanging around this series for a while. This is what you get when I'm fully awake and doing a show, hosting a show. I'm manic right now. Emmitt Smith on the football. This was his tool of choice in his profession. Was a football. He couldn't have garnered all those yards if he wasn't holding that football.
Couldn't got all those yards.
He couldn't have done it. Literally, that's how the game works. Not Miles Garrett Browns. There you go, Mark McAdams. Just close it out. Let's just go ahead and run through real quick while this is getting set up. Miles Garrett. Who was it? Teron Armstead, recently retired, gave a list of guys he's going to be happy not to ever have to play against again. Miles Garrett, high up on that list there on that Brown salute to service. Michael Irvin on the U Lunar, looking fantastic there. Ed Reed, also from the U, but he's on that Edgar Allan Poe special with that excellent color match ink to the gold trim all around that. It is gorgeous. We have Brian Dawkins on the licensed Philadelphia Eagles jersey. You see that logo poking out there. We got some licensed laundry. Devontae Adams on the Rams authentic Bruce Smith. Best signature we don't have Curtis Martin anywhere, do we? Best signature on the board right now.
I believe there is a certain Buccaneer that takes offense to you thinking Curtis Martin is the best auto ever in the room.
What do you
Rondé Barber.
You know what? I probably haven't seen enough Rondé Barber in my
Barber.
time here.
Pristine.
See? Constantly something to look forward to.
Curtis Martin number 2 for me.
Interesting.
But Rondé Barber, that thing is sick.
Well, then you got to have Bruce Smith at 3. Because that Bruce Smith autograph is on point. Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, what up, Unk, on the Denver Broncos there. Steve Smith on the Lunar Carolina Panthers, absolutely gorgeous. Agent 89. Brian Urlacher on the Rave Bears, and I will rave about it. Okay, that's solid. That's good. That is up there. That's solid.
Love seeing it whenever we get Rondé on a lid.
Definitely up there for once I see it in person, we're good
It's
to go.
different when you see it in person, too.
Yeah, and I gotta see it on its own because I did see it on that Bucks
Yeah.
6 sign. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
You're seeing a lot in it. You just need to see it on its own.
Aiden Hutchinson on the classic Lions, and then Tyreek Hill on a Dolphins rave. It is a break room favorite right there.
If you had to put your money on it, do you think Aiden Hutchinson wins Depoy this year or just comeback player of the year? He's going to win one of the two.
Go ahead and lock in comeback.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably the easier. That's what's going to happen first, if anything.
Because comeback in my opinion, is going to be either Aiden or Dak.
Yeah. Considering also that Aiden, like a few weeks ago at least, was the betting favorite for Depoy. You know what? Lock it in for both for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he win both, or do they do like we'll give you Depoy so then we can give Dak comeback?
Not if the season is as dominant as it's got. If he's like just far and away head and shoulders better than like everyone else. Like, but at that point, you're like, oh, wow, are we going to actually start talking about a defensive player in the MVP race as well? Which could be interesting. Cool. So let's check out. We just checked out the practice squad, of course, our listed headliners. Dallas Goedert, that's a fun name to see in here. One of Manning's best weapons of all time. Steve Largent, one of the best wide receivers of all time, and Rodney Harrison.
And we do have that double is ready for you, the practice.
And that double is ready, so we're gonna make our way on over to that right now. Right now.
Bing, bang, boom, bop, bam.
On SportsCenter. Nope, this isn't SportsCenter. This is the Ultimate Autographs live break room. If you see your name, but hold on, if you see your name, get ready is what I'll say.
Next two breaks that are getting close to closing. One to go in the single 1 and 4, 2 to go in the double 1 and 4. Tom Brady, 2 times helmet, baseball bat.
Tom times 2?
Tom times 2.
Tom times 2. Tom versus time. Tom times 2.
Get 2 spots in a double or a quad, and you could double up with Tom Brady.
That's the way to do it.
But you need 2 spots to double up on the Brady.
What is this? Double number 1.
I'm telling you, though, I still say it. If you're a Boston fan, 1 spot. Could you imagine getting a David Ortiz and a Tom Brady baseball bat?
That'd be a heck of a 1-2 punch for the office, for the display, for the man cave, the she shed, wherever it is you look to escape to. But please, Aaron Neiman, Marissa Dombey, Nick Griffin, Joey Poe, Matthew Norton, David Canopy, or Mark McAdams, hit me with 2 box numbers or a wheel request for the appropriate amount of spins. And we can get to crack-a-lackin' on this double. 7 and 15, says Mark McAdams. Thank you so much, Mark, for calling us some boxes, for closing us out. You know what kind of good mojo that nets you. I don't need to lay out all the specific magic and break room astrology that is in play here.
Of magic are there?
I know this is a real sore subject for you here, Ricky.
There's only one answer.
Closer magic?
So that's one. There's only a certain amount of magics in the room.
Okay, there's closer magic. There's box caller magic. There is Disney magic. There is Imagineering. There is the Magic Lounge, the Chicago Magic Lounge, which I live right down the street from. Still never been.
In the break room,
There's 3? So you don't like opener magic?
not a thing.
Not a thing, he says. No good vibes for getting us kicked off?
Closer, box caller.
We are 8 times on the Scrambleizer here today. 4, 5, 6.
Not enough.
7.
I keep trying to tell Robbie this. There's just not enough data. We're in the collecting data
Sure.
field to see if starter magic will become a thing. There's been no official vote yet.
Here's the thing. If there is no starter magic, regardless of whether there is no starter magic or not, I would still like to give starter love for kicking us off. You know?
I can agree with that.
And you can maybe accrue karma, breaking karma through the amount of things you start. I also think there should be closer series magic.
Yes.
For everybody in that last break of a series.
The reason I have become so staunch against it, Rip, is because I'm under the mindset of, well, if we let that in without giving it its due diligence, checking the data, how many magics are we eventually gonna have?
Well, when everything's
everything
magic,
becomes
there is
magic,
no
and then it
magic
makes it
in
no
the world.
special, yeah.
And then we're just in Westeros at the start of Game of Thrones.
Bingo. You get it. You understand it.
We've been leaving them hanging on
vision.
the 7th randomization for at least a minute now.
Yeah,
You want to just chit chat a little bit more? We're gonna get nothing done this show. Marissa Dombey tackling that top spot here in this practice squad double. That, of course, as we know here, is the NFC North. What if we do a fun show where we randomize the divisions and the names? What if we just lose our minds?
There would be some people that'd be very angry.
All right, we
It's
do
out
it.
of order.
Screw. That's the Leap Day show.
The Leap Day show.
That's the Leap Day
What if that
show.
could be
It
the
doesn't count.
what if
Nothing
it-
matters
what
on
if
Leap
it's
Day.
the April Fool's show.
That's pretty wacky. Someone with Starter Magic hurt Ricky when he was a young boy, says William Maynor.
Impossible, because it didn't exist.
All right, well, we have NFC North and South populated with Marisa Domby, NFC East, Matthew Norton, NFC West, David Canopy, AFC North, Joey Poe, Aaron Naiman in the AFC South, AFC East, Nick Griffin. By the way, Nick, if you're here hanging out with us, welcome in to us here at Ultimate Autographs. Love to get you to know you a little bit better, where you found us, who you like to collect, who you're rooting for, players, teams, all that good stuff. And then a fun fact about you, like who's your fourth favorite recording artist?
Fourth favorite?
Fourth favorite. That's our little get to know you. Here's box 7. Box 7 in the practice squad double.
That is a tough one.
All right. Mine is probably Method Man.
See, here's the problem. I don't rank my top 5 usually. I just go, here's my top 5.
I came across this question a few days ago, and it just got me thinking about it. So that's the only reason it's on the top of my head. Here we go. Looks like we got a
A good one.
we got a full size. This is a full size rep right here. Brian Urlacher on that Bears rave, baby. Headliner off a dead board. Look at this gorgeous
Marisa.
thing. Beautiful. I love these raves. I love how this looks like you can just walk onto a construction site right here wearing this, and you'll be safe. This is sick right here. You can wear this out hunting because hunters wear orange for safety. You can't wear it because it's a rep. I guess you could hollow it out and try and wear it. It's Beckett certified as well. Once you get these, we can't tell you what to do with them.
I mean, hey, they are your helmet.
They are your helmets. So
but
and in
congratulations,
particular,
Marisa.
this is a name we've been saying a lot lately here, Marisa Domby, taking down this Brian Urlacher, absolute legend right there. Congratulations, Marisa Domby. Fantastic work here. You got the Hall of Fame inscription. Beautiful, beautiful piece right here.
Trying to see on the head. That wasn't a. It is a headliner. I'm like, I had a feeling Brian Urlacher was
Yeah. Yeah, just you don't forget these raves, man. You don't forget when you see one of these raves.
They are my favorite. They have taken the top spot away from the Lunars.
You've
I've been a Lunar
seen
guy for so long.
over the years that you've been here, you've seen all the different variations that they'll put. Do they do like one a year or something like that?
So I've only been here a year.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
But,
you speak in such a sage and wizened way that
Thank you.
you
I
sound
try.
like you carry you're like the lore keeper almost.
This is the first new helmet style that I've seen come in
Okay.
since I've been here, but there have been changes. Like Robbie told me that the flashes used to be called blazes,
Oh yeah.
and they changed the name
I
of
heard
it.
that mentioned. Yes.
But the raves are like, I've been a Lunar guy since the beginning. I came in, saw the Lunars and the Eclipses. To me, they're like two halves of the same coin.
Yeah.
But these raves came in, and I was calling them when I first saw them before we got them in the break room, the Crayola lids, because the colors reminded me of they looked very Crayola crayons.
I get like the classic
Yes.
8-pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
love
Sometimes
them.
16, if you if it was a particularly good back to school special. All right. Box number
Put them in your space maker
yeah, exactly.
pencil box.
Oh, all right. Box number 15 here. 15 in the practice
it.
squad double. Those especially here in the Chicagoland area are familiar with those billboards with Urlacher with that bushy head of hair, man. It's a shame he never was able to experience helmet hair, What do we got? Oh, wow. Ricky,
Yes.
you said this dude's name. You Beetlejuiced him. You
Did I?
said this dude's name earlier.
Did I?
Yeah, he was one of those 3 drafted for baseball.
Is it Culpepper?
It's Culpepper,
Oh,
dog.
look at that. I had
Yeah.
a feeling it wasn't going to be
On your Vikings.
Chad Pennington.
No.
I had a feeling it wasn't going
No.
to be Chad.
No, I would. Oh, boy.
But you want to know?
I've been to my fair share of Chad Pennington games, and I don't know what would happen. JSA certified.
You know what else that means, right?
What's that?
double up, Marissa Dombey. NFC
Oh,
North.
yes, that's NFC North right there. Indeed, Marisa Dombey. There you go. Dante
Roll
Culpepper.
out.
The year he signed with Miami, I was working at the Movieco 24 screen multiplex, and he brought a bunch of kids in to go watch Cars.
Aw.
The first Cars.
The first card.
Yeah. Showing my age a little bit there.
Foist one.
Yeah, you know, Sebastian Flores has a question for our keeper of the lore here at Ultimate Autographs. How long has UA been doing
I
breaks?
believe since 2020.
Since 2020?
I
But
believe.
we've been a
That's
company
I've
since
heard.
what, 2012?
Yes. I think the live breaks portion has been like 2019, 2020.
Which, let's be honest, unless you were deep in like the card world or something like that, most of us hadn't heard of a live break until 2020. And here we are now. You know? I, for one,
Break room was definitely different from what I've
Indeed.
heard back then.
Indeed. Dante Culpepper, man, had high hopes for him in Miami, but he was literally historically good in Minnesota.
Madden cover athlete too.
Absolutely. Madden cover athlete, did it all, went 15-1, did the dang thing. I mean, you can speak
Did
to
the
it more
dang
than I can as an actual Vikings fan here.
So, I believe. Let me take a look because I get my years mixed up all the time. I believe he was a part of that Viking team that I believe should have went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was his first year as a starter rip
Yeah.
when we went
Yeah, I
11
forgot
and
that was
5.
his first year.
It was 11 and 5.
For
We
that-
lost Randall
so
Cunningham to the Cowboys. We also lost Jeff George to the Redskins that offseason. So it was kind of like, all right, Culpepper, it's your team. It's your team to do what you can with it. And
He's like, bet, okay, I'm coming from UCF. What do I care?
we were 11.
I just left Orlando.
We were 11 and 2 heading into the final 3 weeks. We were 0 and 3, losing to the Rams, losing to the Packers, losing to the Colts. And I believe that was the year we went into the playoffs. Made it to the NFC Championship game. Got the doors blown off of us by Kerry Collins and the Giants. So close to seeing Ravens Vikings in that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know if we beat that Ravens team.
That
I don't
team
think
was
we do.
historically good.
But it would have been nice to see my team in the Super Bowl because I've been waiting a while.
Yeah.
I've been waiting a while.
In a similar fashion, Dan Marino's last game was like a 68 point blowout to the Jaguars in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It was a bummer.
What? There are 3 games that stick with me. That's one of them. The other one was 1998, which was the he's never missed a kick ever. And then he finally missed, and we lose to the Falcons. And then obviously,
Why do we keep going back and forth on similar stories? Because one of my early memories was like 94. We went to go watch Dolphins in the AFC East Championship or the AFC Championship game against the Chargers team with Stan Humphries, I believe, that lost in the Super Bowl to the 49ers. But Pete Stoyanovich missed a kick. And I remember we all watched that at our neighbor's place with the big screen TV because you only had one neighbor with the big screen TV.
Yep.
And just crying on the way home. And my mom being, it's okay, there's always next year. And hearing that term for the first time and recognizing that something like twitched within
always
me.
next year.
There's always next year. No. I know there is, but no.
yeah, no,
You know, and then the older you get, it's
supposed
like,
to end like
tell
this.
that to a Cubs fan that was waiting, 100 years plus.
Hello?
Yeah, tell that
Not
to
100 years, but like.
But yeah, tell that to a Red Sox fan that was waiting their whole life to see, a championship.
You just created a side thing in my head, but really quickly, the third one,
Yes.
2009, 2010, Brett Favre, the Bounty Gate, where they cheated. The Saints cheated. If they didn't have the bounty gate, we
Yeah.
would have won that game. We would have been playing. Now, yet again,
Well,
I don't know if we beat Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. Maybe we do because of Brett Favre, but that would hurt.
man, imagine getting
would hurt a lot.
Imagine getting a Favre Manning Super Bowl. We were robbed.
We were
pretty
robbed.
much.
By bounty gate.
And just to perfectly parallel and counter to that, I actually don't think I can because there's
Going
never
tit for
been
tat,
there's
Dolphins
never
and
been
Vikings.
any cheaters in the AFC East.
Oh, of course, of course.
There's never been.
I mean, we've got. Did we get this? Did we get these cameras from that team?
Oh yeah, they were.
Could have got them from the team.
After they were confiscated,
Yeah, after
yeah.
they
We got them
confiscated.
cheap at the police auction.
But you just sparked something in my head. Bring up the Cubs. You know what grinds my gears?
What's that, Peter
When
Griffin?
people say, "Oh, like I've heard this several times now." There aren't Cub fans. Cub fans are just Wrigley Field fans. Grinds my gears because it makes me think, I'm sorry that my team has a beautiful ballpark and your team wouldn't know anything about that. Now, your team has a beautiful ballpark as well.
They got there.
I want to go there.
They
one
got
day.
there.
But like when I hear that, I just go, please tell me what team you are, because odds are your
Yeah.
team does not have a stadium as beautiful as Wrigley. Tell me you've never been to Wrigley without telling me you've never been to Wrigley.
So I filmed a hot take of the week or day or whatever sometime back. Were you in the room for that?
Potentially.
Yeah,
Which hot take was it?
It was that we should move that Northside baseball team to the Cubburbs
Cover.
because that's where their fan base is anyway. Build a 1-to-1 replica of Wrigley Field, like on a river or something,
Yeah, but
and
it's-
then turn the actual Wrigley Field into
But
a
it's not-
museum / concert space.
But it's not Wrigley. Like Wrigley is. It's the whole area. It's like the whole experience.
Yeah, what happened to the grimy Wrigleyville that I loved when I came up here?
The Ricketts came in. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
now there's
no more
a
McDonald's.
giant screen TV. That old Taco Bell that they didn't update since the 90s is now also a Chase Bank and also a Culver's and
No.
also a rock climbing gym.
No more McDonald's right across the street. Get yourself a quarter pounder.
Well,
before
there
going
is
to
a
the game.
McDonald's there, but you got to
not the
touch a
one.
screen 12 times. Yo, get me started. Or if you get tired of the McDonald's, you go down to the Shake Shack next to the Kilwins. Touristy area. Who's left in the vault? Mark
Do you
Feller,
like Shake
you're
Shack?
right. It's
Or
good.
don't
It's
like it?
overpriced,
Okay.
but it's good. You know?
It's a good 12 a.m. meal.
Yeah,
later,
sure. I mean,
2
like if I'm
a.m.
coming out of like a late showing at the Alamo in Wrigleyville, then like maybe.
Yeah.
But then chances are I already ate at the Alamo. Oh, Mark, thank you for getting us back on track. This is Ricky and I's first show together, and it's showing because
gonna be
we
fun.
have all of this stuff to talk about instead of nothing left to talk about.
How about a 1-4 single?
What's this now?
1-4 single just closed.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, let's just give Mark the rundown real quick of the vault because honestly, we kind of pared back. We kind of scaled back on this photo right here, but we got amazing stuff available. Let me just find my way to the vault in the let's see, Speedflex portion. The videos we still have this Emmitt Smith, this insane career stat. Emmitt Smith rip, tear, torn, cut, custom Speedflex. You got some amp action on the bottom there, or on the bottom layer. You got the Hall of Fame logo on the sweet spot. You get to see someone's Chuck Taylors at the end of that video. Probably Luke. Yeah, man, you got all the bona fides.
Probably Luke.
Everywhere there, man. And Emmitt Smith, only the all-time leading rusher in the National Football League. You know what I'm saying? Also, still available here, Josh Allen on a classic, clean Bills Speedflex. It's exactly what you want, man. You want a Speedflex for every MVP that you can get signed on a Speedflex. Look, there's so many different angles to collecting. Like, I don't ever discount. It's like Rule 34 for the internet, you know? That's the right rule, right? I'm quoting that correctly?
I believe so.
Believe so. But you know what I'm talking about.
Anything is
you
possible.
know, there's something for everyone out there, for better or worse. And
Is that the one that, like, if you could think it, it's on the internet?
Yes. Yeah. And it's the same for collecting. If you can think of an angle to collect that, and if you want to get every MVP that you can get on a Speedflex, you need this Josh Allen. With also, what a great touch, that blue visor. Fantastic stuff. Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson. We were talking about the Raves. We were giving the Raves all the love, and this is no exception. Jay Jettas on that real like dark, deep purple. Smoke on the Water, deep purple on the water. That's what our neighbor, our annoying neighbor, Kansas. His name was Kansas, and he's like, I'm 43 years old. I'm going to start learning how to play guitar. And that's what he started with. And of course, he practiced out in the backyard. Yeah. So you just at 10:30 at night, He's loving the entertainment. Good, Mark. I'm glad that the entertainment's free with the break spots. So as long as you get up in them break spots.
I like how you sang the missed notes.
What else? Steve Young on the classic full-size authentic golden domed San Francisco 49er lid. Jordan Love. Y'all hit Jordan Love on that Speed Flex from the 1 and 4, which we have a single coming up of. And here you got him on that beautiful alternate. And again, this photo for these alternates don't do these Packer helmets justice. When you win this, when it's sent to your doorstep, hey Shay, no one has won that Brady Lotto helmet drawing yet. That is still going on in the nightlight. What a weekly saga that is becoming.
Lotto Brady won.
Oh, the Lotto Brady one. Oh, you're right. Sorry.
I know we had
we have so many Bradys.
So if you're talking about the Lotto Brady,
yes, it is Shay.
That is
talking
been
about
won.
who won that?
Let me see.
Wait, take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
It's in a book.
Anyway, this Jordan Love, this alternate Packer, like it's got like gold, like flecks on it. It's gorgeous.
The Great Leon.
Christopher Leon. There you go.
Great Leon. He got the. I don't know if this was the entry, if he got more, but he was the one that got the first entry into that Brady.
Wow. Well, there you go. It just goes to show. Get in early, get in often.
We're taking data.
Yes, we're taking
data. There hasn't been a vote yet, but you know how Robbie is. He wants to jump the gun on everything.
Look, being in the Chicagoland area, here we are. One thing we always like to say, vote early, vote often.
Vote early,
so
vote often.
Get your spots early, get your spots often, is what I'll say. Bo Jackson on this like brush gold Oakland. Well, Oakland, was he Oakland? Or is he LA in his time? He was LA. The LA Raiders, now the Vegas Raiders. Absolutely gorgeous speed flex right there. That Emick Mark feller, that's the Derrick Henry that's going to make me sad because I don't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, he was LA. He was never Oakland.
That's what I thought. That Emmett is absolutely sick. These custom helmets, man, they never cease to surprise me at what they can cook up. Seems like we got the jersey closed as well.
Yep, we do have that 1 and 4 singles ready for you.
So here's just a brief little quick teaser look at what is up in these can't miss. It's the Hogan, the Nash, the Holland, the Bird. All the bats are still left, including the Tom Brady, including the Tom Brady Speed Flex, may I also add, and the Steve Yzerman. So that's what we're going to be looking here. Mark Murrow is just here for the jerseys tonight. Well, best of luck with that. And then also Shaq, Chris Chelios, Devontae Adams, Acuna, and Lillard. So let's get down to business. We'll pick back up where we were, but let's get to the reason that we're all here and accounted for and present is the breaks. So here we are, 1 in 4 single. Drop me a box. Tom Kaz, Wesley O'Brien, and Timothy Antonelli. Please hit me with a box number or a wheel request. Box number or a wheel request for the can't miss 1 in 4 mixer. Our numbers are scrolling along the bottom. Actually, that reminds me to remove the numbers that we just did from the practice squad, which was 7 and 15, I believe. Cool. It's always so easy to update when it's a fresh series. All right. We'll go ahead and call a few more times here. I'll go ahead and give it until 3:50 Central Standard Time, the end of the minute, as it were, for Tom Kaz, Wesley O'Brien, or Timothy Antonelli to hit me with a box number or wheel request They're flying on down. They're crawling on our ticker there. Actually, I'll go ahead and give it until when the last number, that 36, is gobbled up by that Ultimate Autographs logo. That's when I'll go to the wheel. And let me actually just get my 1 through 36 wheel ready. It is because we're on top of things. We're not like those other jabronis breaking from the mama's basement. We're
Wesley said wheel anyways.
Wheel to the wheel.
Give me the wheel. Or
To
give
the
me
wheel.
death.
To the wheel. To the wheel. To the bride.
Now,
Here we go.
I need to ask you because I haven't asked you yet.
What's up?
There are some hosts here that prefer when people call the box number instead of the wheel. Do you prefer one over the other? Like, do you prefer if someone calls the box number or calls the wheel? Or B, do you not care?
Technically, you're gonna put me in B. I don't care.
That's where I am.
I think that it's different for each person in the break. I think there are some people I've seen have spectacular luck with the wheel, and absolutely miserable luck calling their own numbers.
Yes.
And I've seen it the other way around. So I honestly, it is up to that person to do what is in their best interest.
That's how I feel. If you want to go to the wheel, go to the wheel.
I
wanna call a
get
number,
wanting
call a
to
number.
control your destiny. I absolutely understand all of that. Control your controllables. I'll say that
control
you're
your control.
gonna get tired of me saying that.
Control your control.
Absolutely. That was some of the best managerial advice I've ever been given.
I mean, Wu-Tang Clan always told me diversify my bonds.
You want to finish that for me? You're the second one I've almost gotten with that.
I'm too smart for that one.
There you go. It's
I
a
grew
test.
up on Chappelle Show.
It's a test. Here we go. What do we got? Box number from the wheel. It's going to be early in the series. Box number 3, which we do not have, but we have box number 2. So we'll go with the closest number there.
Box 2 in the
Box number 2 in the 1 in 4. And I'll grab my names.
You want to know something freaky?
What's up?
So I had 2 straights in the early MLB games.
Okay.
Brewers and Orioles. One hit, one didn't. Both scores 9-0.
Oh.
That's weird.
Well, do if you will with that numerology right there.
Brewers won 9-0. Yankees won 9-0.
We're going to get our names here in the... Thank you, by the way, Ricky, for the
good.
box number 2 in the 1 in 4 can't miss. We're going to randomize 8 times. 8 times through the scrambleizer.
Diocho.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Yeah, all right. In the football spot, Timothy Antonelli. Oh, hey, what's up with this date? There we go. All right. Football. You got Timothy Antonelli. Basketball, and this is just basically inverted from the order y'all bought in. Wesley O'Brien with basketball and baseball, and Tom Kaz, everything else, as they would say in St. Louis.
Everything.
You could find me in St. Louis.
What it gonna play? Ring all day. Na, na, na.
Na, na, na. All right, here we go. Best of luck, friends. Thanks for buying in. Thanks for the spots. Thanks for the lulls. Thanks for the engagement. Here we go. Oh, well, it's going to be a basketball hit. So, Wesley O'Brien,
Boom,
congratulations. Bouncing your way to a win here in the 1 in 4 single can't miss. And, you know, I'll say it every time. You see those 2 words, can't miss, and
And usually they're true.
I really take it to heart, you know? I don't have a card for this, but I'll recognize that S anywhere. Steve Nash, 2-time
Nash.
MVP hailing from Canada. Steve Nash, that's what's up. Wesley O'Brien, congratulations. Truly one of my favorite players of all time to watch. A lot of Steve Nash and Halliburton's game, I'll tell you right now. You got the Fanatics certification right there. Man, was so excited to see him, Halliburton, not missing a beat with that calf injury and everything. Still gotta do this, and I'm gonna bring this out because how many times do I gotta say, guy's my favorite player, and you know, given the chance, not have him on the? Did we lose a bolt here?
I don't know.
Boy, we're falling apart. Yeah, I'll figure it out after the show. Oh, it's down here. Okay.
Fell on the floor.
But yeah, I'm losing like the other part of it. Yeah, let's just use that.
I mean, I like the black one too. They were using this one earlier.
That's what I'm talking about. There we are. Steve Nash.
This is why we can't have nice things.
There you go. Go ahead and bring the.
You said we're missing like the little like this.
Yeah, I screwed it back on the other day, and now it's gone again. It's probably.
Is it on the floor under you?
It probably got bounced somewhere back in that little cubby area.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Well, there you go. Congratulations yet again, Wes. Great hit.
You know who can have nice things though?
Who?
Wes.
Yes, such as this Steve Nash ball. I should have. Yeah, I can't believe I was like, who?
I will say this. I do have a little gripe with Steve Nash.
Oh, okay.
So he did an interview or like one of those sit down podcasty things, I guess you could call
That's
it.
a call podcast.
With LeBron. Well, it was like
Oh, it was like one of his.
where it's like they're sitting across from
the
each other in,
barbershop
like,
or whatever?
chairs. Not the barbershop, but like I guess it was like a podcast.
Old Man in the Three or one whatever. He did get a new podcast. I'm gonna
And the
whatever
thing,
it is.
And the thing
I'll
that
shut up.
annoyed me was LeBron started talking about how like basically like like when people talk about like who's a great player, like they bring up championships and rings. It's like that's a team aspect, team award.
Oh, this just recently happened, right?
Yeah, I wish that Steve Nash in that moment, like it doesn't need to get confrontational,
Mm-hmm.
but when someone says something like that you might not agree with, don't just sit there and just yes man them like, oh yeah, push back. Like that was somewhere I'm like, he could have pushed back a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yet again, in this day and age, you don't want it to be confrontational.
I think more than that. I think there's an element you're discounting here.
Yes.
What's that?
I don't know.
He's Canadian.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Yeah, they're ultimately polite.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Hey, you go. Well, if you win a championship, that's great. But sometimes you don't. If you try to get to the Lakers, you try to win a championship. And sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Speaking of which, that Brad Marchand thing I told you about.
Yeah.
Someone quote tweeted it and said, "Oh man, you knew that Brad's a good old Canadian boy, just thanking the rest of the NHL for helping him win a cup."
Again, overly polite, if you ask me.
Did you, by the way, see what Alexander Barkov did? Him and his teammates the night they won the cup.
Yeah.
They were drunk, of course.
Oh yeah.
Walked around his neighborhood ringing doorbells at 5 in the morning and want to see the cup.
You wouldn't?
No, I would invite them in.
Absolutely.
I'd invite them in.
Because I'll tell you right now, he's living in a prefab gated community, probably in like
The problem is I don't have that much money.
in Weston or something. Well, that's the thing is like, hockey players aren't, making that much more money either. They're living in a place where like everyone's doing well. Everyone's got a Lexus.
Probably like so there's a gated community right across from I think it's Shepherd High School on the south side. Do you know what White Sox player?
No.
Scotty Potts.
Oh.
Lived in the gated community right across from Shepherd High School on the south side. South suburbs, but
For this jersey, because we're moving right along. We're moving and grooving.
we got a vault coming up after the
Delightful.
jerseys too.
There we go. Den, calling box number 2 in the jerseys. Box number 2. Thank you so much. I can go ahead and grab that one. Should be right on top.
Should be.
There we go. And, what was this and this? I did take that 2 away, and this is also, I'll do this. 2-man operation. We had it all down on a note. All right, jerseys. Where's my jerseys? All right, excellent. Thank you so much, Den. Let me go ahead and take these names, randomize them for divisions. Pardon me. Let me clear my throat.
Couldn't tell if that was a sneeze or not.
Oh, no. That was a clearing of the throat. 8 times in the scramblizer. Let's scramblize them 8 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Aaron Wilburn, top spot, NFC Norris division, NFC North. Let's get at it right here. Chat Williams, NFC South, NFC East, Dennis McKeon, NFC West, Karen Reagan, AFC North, George Williamson, AFC South, Karen Regan, Mark Murrow trying to snipe it up in the AFC East, and Marissa Dombey, AFC West. There you have it. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you so much for playing along. We're headliner-wise, we are looking for Brian Urlacher, Nico Collins, and Joe Theismann. Box number 2. Let's get it. 9 boxes, 8 boxes after this. And there we go. That's one off the board. Houston Texans. Ooh. That's an NFC South hit. Nico Frico Collins making his way down the sideline into your heart, into your home. Nico Collins with the Beckett certification. Beautiful signature right there across that 1-2. 1-2 punch there. CJ Stroud, Nico Collins.
But Rip,
what's up?
There's no hints in the AFC
Don't talk
South.
to me about that, baby. Don't talk to me.
I hate that complaint.
I got you, man. And here's the you can't say we don't listen to our our customers, because we went and what series was it? Was it the last?
Lotto.
What's that?
It was
in the Lotto, yeah.
I will be completely honest. This has nothing to do with Robbie, but it does have something to do with Robbie. He phrased it the same way you do, where he's like, we listened, the AFC South was a little weak, we're throwing that in there.
No, well,
I took offense to that, because I always hits the AFC
I do
South.
too.
So you're on the right page. I don't think we needed to. Yes, okay.
Absolutely.
You and me, right page.
Yeah, that's it's
respect the AFC South.
And give it up for, our those, decisions being made above our pay grade, but yeah, man, I'm with you, dude. I don't think it needed it. It's got some of the best looking helmets in the division, some of the most historical helmets in the division, and y'all gonna be chomping at the bit for an NFC South when the New Orleans Saints draft Arch Manning, and y'all gonna be AFC South, AFC South.
I asked Dom this. We'll see if how much you've been keeping up with the draft stuff going on.
Not much.
So Tankathon.com released their big board and stuff.
Okay.
Arch Manning, obviously the number 1 pick right now to the Saints. However, on the big board, he's number 3.
Okay.
Do you know or have guesses for who's ahead of him?
Absolutely not. I don't know a college player's name normally unless it's a situation like Arch Manning. Until like halfway through the season when I finally learn it.
They have an edge rusher. This guy I need to do some research on. TJ Parker from Clemson. But their number 1 recruit entering the year is safety from The Ohio State, Caleb Downs.
Was I saying NFC South? I meant AFC South. Yeah. Thank you so much. Sorry.
Both Souths.
One more time? You were saying an edge rusher and a safety.
Yep. Caleb Downs is the number 1 recruit coming into the year. He was really good last year.
Okay. You think the Saints are locked to have the number 1 pick? Yeah.
Oh, don't make me pull up my predictions, right?
Well, I know you're going to have the Panthers beating up on them.
Well, yeah, the Super Bowl already. I won't go through it as long as I did with Dom, but my Super Bowl is Bills over the Panthers.
Man, that'd be fun. I have Bills fans in my life, and I have
Panther fans.
People who are from South Carolina that will be Panthers fans when they're good.
Yes. Let me see what my draft order even is. Let's see. Based on my records, the draft order. Oh, come on. It's got to give me draft order. There it is. My top 5, Saints at number 1. Patriots, number 2 in the draft.
Wow. Wait. Is there like some weird like trade stuff or something, or is that just straight up?
I think they're going to be 3 and 14.
Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot of heat on the Patriots.
I know, but those teams usually don't perform well.
Spicy.
I like Drake May too. Jets are also 3 and 14. They're 3rd. Browns are 4th. Colts are 5th. Your Dolphins, by the way, you're not going to be happy with them.
Middle of the pack as usual.
7 and 10.
Middle of the pack as usual, baby.
I hate to say this. I expect Tua maybe to have some injury questions.
Oh, do you?
Does.
Oh, hey, welcome
he always
to
does.
my life the last 4 or 5 years or whatever it's been. I got to tell you, the Rhino, that's a solid prediction, but I don't think there's a truer statement than that first one before you corrected it, that the Patriots will make the Patriots. That's just a true fact right there. That's unassailable. You can't argue with that.
After I put this JR order in, I'll go through my Patriots schedule really quick in case some people are like, how do you only have them at 3? Maybe I'm underestimating the Patriots. That could happen. But I have them losing week 1 to the Raiders. I really like Ashton Ginty and the Raiders. Losing week 2 to the Dolphins. It's in Miami. Tua will be healthy. The Dolphins will be clicking early on. Losing to the Steelers. If Aaron Rodgers is playing like I think he will, then I don't think the Patriots.
He's going to have a really good year with the Steelers.
Then they play the Panthers week 4. If everything lines up, Bryce Young will be cooking, having a breakout year. They're going to start 0-4. Then you got the Bills. Come on, you think you're better than the Bills right now? Bills are the best team in the AFC. Then you know what? I'll give you one more win. You'll beat the Saints on the road. I'll change that right now. So you'll beat the Saints, lose to the Titans. That one I could be flipped either way. But Titans in Tennessee, Titans are not going to go 0-16. That's also the thing.
You're going to tighten up.
You'll beat the Browns. Falcons will beat you. Buccaneers will beat you. You'll beat the Jets, lose to the Bengals, lose to the Giants, and then to end the year, lost to Buffalo, lost to Baltimore. The Jets you'll basically 1-1 with the Jets, and then beat the Dolphins at the end of the year because they'll have injury problems. So, okay, 4 wins.
Okay.
Could be 5.
There you go. Well, the Rhino it feels differently.
I'm open for being wrong there. That's just how I see it.
I would love to see Drake Mayo up in the break room.
Drake Mayo.
Oh, is that not his name? Drake May? Is that his name? Okay.
Is there a reason you call him Mayo?
No, just thought of it right now.
I'm like, is there a reason?
No, I don't know. He's white. I don't know. He's probably like pasty. He needs to get out in the sun. He needs a suntan.
Drake Mayo.
Although, be safe out there in this humidity. Hey, Maurice Adombi, Colin Moore, Tom Kaz, Ryan Murray, Sebastian Flores, Timothy Antonelli. Please hit me up with a box number or wheel request for this first jersey single. Box number or wheel, not jersey, Blitz Vault single. That's what I meant. Vault single number 1. Thank you, Sebastian Flores. Even being able to get the let's try in there. Let's try 4. I love the who knows? Let's see.
Try.
I'm just a little guy,
right?
I'm just a little guy. I do not know the dimensions of Sebastian Flores, but box number 4. That was definitely the vibe of the let's try 4. Come on, let's just try 4. All right, Ricky's going to get that. Let's go ahead and scramblize these names. The double of 4, 8 is what we are scramblizing to. 3, 4. Thank you, Ricky. 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we are. Looking for Josh Allen, Emmitt Smith, Justin Jefferson, Steve Young, Jordan Love, Bo Jackson, Micah Parsons, Saquon Barkley, Nico Collins, again, Warren Moon, LaShawn McCoy, and one of the 5 vault keys still remaining. So here we have our divisions. Up in the NFC North, Timothy Antonelli, Tom Kaz, NFC South, Sebastian Flores, NFC East and West, covering our the great coast of our nation. Ryan Murray, AFC North, AFC South, Colin Moore, East Coast riding, Sebastian Flores yet again, and AFC West, Maurice Adombi. Here we go, box 4 of 30 here in the vault. Best of luck, everybody. Thank you so much for buying into these breaks and having a good time playing along with us. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Them here, they taping these boxes a little tighter these days. I don't mind that on their P's and Q's here. Okie dokie. Well. It seems as though perhaps despite it being the summer months, the moon comes out early tonight. Ooh. Here on a Seattle Seahawks salute to service 1.1. Warren Moon, Hall of Famer right there on the Seahawks lid. There you go. Got to be something good, right? Well, it's a headliner right there on our listed headliner board. Thank you so much, Warren Moon. Absolutely gorgeous. Beckett certified on the back. Hall of Famer 06. Heck yeah, man. That is awesome.
I respect you, Rip,
What's up?
for not shaking your booty in my face after pulling that Warren Moon.
Look, Ricky, I don't have too much dignity left, but I got a little bit. Also, I know that there's territorial disputes over who does moonings, you know?
So anyone can do a mooning. It's just, I'll ask you this. Do you know the origin of the mooning?
I have been told the origin.
So
yes.
for those of you who might not know, the origin of the mooning was common old break room. There was like a rule, like of course Twitch rules, where it's like no actual mooning. You can't like show body parts like that on camera. So Common kind of being cheeky with it.
Cheeky.
Get it? So he'd shake it like, oh, I got a mooning for you, like going against the Twitch rules, but not really. Robbie's enthusiasm is there.
Yeah.
But I don't like having a booty shaken in my face.
It being on a product cam is Rip, is this the official shirt of the Jimmy Buffett fan club? You mean the parrot heads?
Parrot heads?
I'm sure I actually am wearing a Margaritaville tank top. So Bob, you got me dead to rights.
Maybe Bob knew that was a Margaritaville tank top.
Oh man, hey, look, as Popeye once said, I am what I am.
I am what I am.
Sebastian Flores, there you go. Great call. And hot dang, well done. 3 spots taking down the Warren Moon in the vault. Whew.
Warren Moon on a Seahawk. Now, do you have a favorite Warren Moon item? Because obviously mine's a Viking, but like.
I like them with the Oilers. Here's what I like. Here's what I want. I posed this as a collection challenge a week or two ago.
Okay.
That I would love to see the Warren Moon rainbow completed, and that's a different every different color jersey or whatever you can get, because we get a CFL stuff in here. Like
we had the Eskimos.
Exactly. So like. I think that'd be really fun. That's what I'm rooting for. I'm not rooting for any individual one piece. If I had to guess, if I had to make a choice, I'm going to say the Oilers because on the baby blue, best color in sports. But
Chargers.
What's up?
The Chargers baby blue.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Magnifique.
That's my LT jersey. Is that baby blue? All right. How we looking over there, Ricky?
Looking pretty good. We are, let's see, next closest break will be that 1-4 double. 1 to go there in the 1-4 double. It was Josh Rouser bringing us to 1 to go. We are then 3 to go in that quad in the 1-4. But then we're halfway, diamond double, halfway in a 1-4, or fully open in a 1-4 single, pardon me. Halfway to go in a practice squad single, so... We got breaks getting ready to close.
Well, I also just want to shout out everybody that had us do the jersey break and the vault break already, because that is a boom. That's maximizing your chase wheel spin possibilities there. So congratulations to everyone who got up in the mix for the chase wheel spin. So excited for that. Always love. It's not always a guarantee. Very few guarantees in life, but. It's always nice when you're able to get a chase wheel spin to kind of close out a show, give someone a little. I love giving back, Ricky. Love giving back.
It's the best kind, right?
Indeed. Best kind of what?
Just
giving?
Giving, yeah.
Oh my God. He's giving back.
He's giving back.
See, Gen Alpha, that phrase has a different term.
Yeah.
That's a warn. That's a mooning. If you're giving back.
Hey, yo.
Oh man,
are you auditioning and I'm re-auditioning for After Dark? Shay Owens is gonna close us out in that 1-4 double.
Look, just because we're PG doesn't mean we can't have some jokes for the parents, right?
Hey yo. I mean, all the cartoons did, so why can't we?
That's what I'm saying. the exact point that I'm taking. We are Pixar, man.
Watching some of those cartoons back as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, I'll say this, especially Rocko's Modern Life. That one had quite a few that I'm like, whoa.
A lot of
I
those
didn't
early
catch
Nicktoons were arguably more for the parents
Yeah.
than for the children.
More for the parents. SpongeBob?
Yeah, well, straight up, Ren and Stimpy and SpongeBob were both recommended to me by my uncle.
Yeah.
Not a friend, not a compatriot on the playground.
My dad liked Ren and Stimpy. That's
There you
where
go.
I got it from. And then I played the Sega game.
Captain Ken recently became an iconic collector. Congratulations.
Nice.
There, Ken is Stanton. Trying to receive my mini helmet. Can you help me out? Ricky, the protocol.
So basically what you'll do is if you recently became an iconic collector, you will get a code in your email, but when you get it, it will also show up like on your account page for your UA account. Once you get it, might take a little bit, not going to take too long, but it's not like immediately, like once you hit it. Once you get that code, you'll go into the mini personal, I want to say is for Iconic. You'll go into the mini personal. When you go to check out, you'll put the code in. It'll blank it out to 000 for you.
There you go. And yeah, always double check your spam folders.
I'm gonna
If you have Gmail, they're adding all sorts of folders all the time,
Yeah,
updates and yada, yada, yada.
Because I wanted to double check because of, so you've got, the mini helmet black box. There's one that lets you get into like the break, I think, specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one. Once you get the code, you'll go to those mini personals on the buy a mystery box tab. Go to buy one, put the code in, code will 000.
Boom.
And then it'll come right through to us.
There you go. Thank you so much, Ricky. And in addition to all that great information from Ricky, and definitely hoard those Sig Club points. Did some headliner packages last week, but in the meantime, please. Timothy Lorette, Matthew Norton, Josh Rouser, Shay Owens, hit us up with
No problem, Captain Ken.
either 4 boxes or a wheel request and the amount of times you want us to go to the wheel. Of course, there's different combinations you could do. Hey, give me box this, that, and 2 wheel spins. Yada, yada, yada.
2 wheel spin.
Combo meals. Let's go. But yeah, Timothy, Matthew, Josh, or Shay, hit us up with that. Go ahead, and we'll give you a few minutes. It's only 4 of y'all, not 8, as can tend to be. So I'll allow for a little bit more.
The 1 and 4
there.
is my favorite break. I don't know.
Oh, hands down. I love as far as like our specialty, like semi-regular special.
Yeah.
We don't have it all the time, but when we do, it's a ding dang hoot and delight.
I just like it because I know you're like me in the sense of I like entertainment. I'm a sports guy. I like all the different sports. I like seeing all those different items.
Yeah. Look, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. For comedy sports, we have to. We perform to a lot younger audiences a lot of times, so we try and tell ourselves we got to be a mile wide and inch deep.
Yeah.
On a lot of our stuff, and yeah, this tickles a lot of those senses, might I say.
Mile wide, inch deep.
Yeah, man. All right, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give that until those numbers crawl and are gobbled up by our logo, and then I'm gonna go to the wheel. Thank you, Sebastian, for also helping out there on that Sig Club iconic status collector question. Look at this. How about the community here, huh? Everyone helping each other out.
I say it's
beautiful.
the best community.
I was on TikTok earlier today and came across someone else doing what we do, just like straight up eating a frozen pizza, just like on screen. Come on, man,
Dude, you don't know.
what are we doing?
So, obviously, I can't play in the break room, right?
Same.
So, I got into cards. You don't know how many times I've been flipping through Fanatics Live to where it's like the guy's just sitting there and it's just like,
Don't get me started on card breakers.
where
man.
it's just like, oh, hey, Sebastian, how we, or like Bobby would come in and go, hey, Bobby, how you doing? And then bag, like, there's music playing. You can tell he doesn't care. The ones I would buy from, there is one.
Yeah.
That is like us. Where
There's a
two
few,
guys,
yeah.
they're having fun. Like,
I'll say
hey,
this.
how's it going? Like,
And it doesn't have to be energy.
yeah, but like, don't just be like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, Bobby.
I'm with you, man. I'll say this right now. This may be a bold claim. The card breaking industry is lucky we haven't decided to eat their lunch
To get into cards.
to reheat their nachos.
Bobby, how we doing, by the
What's
way?
happening, Bobby?
I was
Whoa.
using Bobby as an example, not actually like answering or really acknowledging him.
He just popped that in. Literally within the minute. Hello, Bobby. I always tend to my chat. Here we go. Let's randomize.
Tend to my chat.
Yeah, I ain't got a flock to tend to, but and do I see this spinning to like, oh, he started as breaker, now he's like this religious figure. He started a cult.
Don't do that.
Don't start a
Don't
cult?
start a cult. Cults are no bueno, dude.
But I hear the tax incentives are great.
Well, yeah, okay. If you're the leader, maybe.
Yeah, yes, I am the cult figure.
Yeah, but-
I am the cult personality.
But here's the thing. Eventually, all cults. The
oh,
goal
no, I know.
leads
They
to the
don't
same
end well.
way.
Yada, yada. They never end well.
They end. That's the problem. If
Yeah,
the
I
cult could just
guess.
keep going, that's how you make more money.
Well, there's no plan for succession. That's where they fall. All right, here we go. Last randomization. Jeez, a whiz.
Religion.
Here we are. Matthew Norton up in that football spot. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, especially in a 1 and 4, where we usually have like a big, juicy, hunk of meat out there waiting to be taken down.
2 Brady's.
We have 2 Brady's. So it's like, yeah, you can get Matthew, you can net yourself that Brady speed flex that's in there. And also Timothy, you may also net yourself a Tom Brady autograph.
Yeah.
This is bananas. Honestly, I'm feeling a little privileged.
We could see 2 Brady's.
We still don't have. All right, I'm going to the wheel. We still don't. I just realized we don't have boxes.
No, we don't. Spin that wheel.
This is why they can't have us work together again. We're having too much fun.
But isn't that the point?
Here we go. Box. We can have fun, but take it easy. Let me see. 13. We don't have. The closest thing we have is 11. So we'll go with 11. Next. Thank you, Ricky. Let's see. Do we have 7? We don't have 7. We have 6 and 8. Cool. Thank you, everybody who.
You said what number is next?
I'm still figuring it out because it landed on 7. We only have either 6 or 8. So to the picker wheel we go. Because nothing comes easy. We make you we really make you earn it.
You said it's going to be 6 or 8. Though.
It is 8.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. You're on the journey. 2 more. Oh, wait, this is a double. Is it double? I thought I was looking at a quad. Oh,
it's
you
a
had
double.
Okay. It's a double. All right.
It's
Well,
a
then we're
double.
done.
Yeah. No, it's a double.
Sorry, what I was looking at before. I thought I saw a QB.
Well, before, so here's the thing.
You were transferring one over.
Someone's deleted a lot of things.
Makes sense now.
So you'll find during 6 p.m., there will be ones that you will just have to recreate.
Got it. My bad, everybody. It was not a quad box.
Nah,
it
it's a
was a double.
Double.
Here we go. All right. We're straightened away.
The undubla oblongata of breaks.
Makes the alligators mad, mama. Football, Matthew Norton. Basketball, Josh Rouser. Baseball, Timothy Lorette. And everything else, Shay Owens. Here we go. Box number 8 of this this double for the 1 and 4. Double in the 1 and 4. I just know already tonight Joe's going to make mention about how tightly these are taped.
Yes.
It's also funny. I'm beginning to find like sometimes
The quirks.
you take on the you
Personality.
take on personality aspects of people you work with.
Yeah.
Wasn't anticipating that.
You're like, I wasn't anticipating that.
I find myself taking on a lot of like Joe-isms and whatnot. Hot diggity dog. Where we at? A listed headliner on his new team, new face, new place, full-size, authentic, Davante Adams. Truly, maybe one of the elder statesmen of wide receivers these days, but he's still got it. And he's going to be on the receiving end of much statistical greatness there in Los Angeles. There you go. Davante Adams football. Matthew Norton, congratulations there. Excellent hit. We'll go ahead and leave this full-size authentic out here. Davante Adams. Oh, love it. This is the good stuff. Awesome. Let me go ahead and jot up this ticket.
Vault Double also coming up next.
Sweet. All right. And definitely registered double that time. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. It is 4:25 Central Standard Time p.m. Here in Chicagoland, Illinois, coming live to you from the Ultimate Autographs break room across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're having a great time here this Saturday. We're filling up breaks. Not a dull moment. Never a dull moment here this afternoon.
Rip, it's never a dull moment when you and I are in the room.
That's right. We're electric, man.
No, I think I've asked you this before, but so you're go by Rip.
Yes.
Legal name, gov name is Richard.
Yes.
Does it bug you when someone calls you Richard?
Nobody really calls me Richard except for my wife.
Okay.
And
When she's mad at you.
No, not even when she's mad at me. Whenever she's mildly inconvenienced by anything, she'll just say, Richard! So the what? Is everything, babe? Everything all right?
Ronnie and Salako asking you the question. He's also asked me plenty of times.
My one friend, Carmen Gloria Vargas, friends, middle, high school, college. She will call me Dick. My grandfather went by Dick.
My grandfather went by Dick.
He would also shorten the last name, so he would be Dick Cammy. It's like that's just a good, strong name.
It sounds,
and it's like one of those things where it's like he kind of already did it. I don't want to reheat my grandpa's nachos.
I used to always get. I think I've told this story before.
Love you too, Ronnie.
My boss at the radio station in college, because I was part of the radio station, he'd always say that, like, because there would be things like one thing we would do is if you leave your Facebook up, you get one shot to like do something.
Yes.
Whenever I would do something like that, he'd be like, no, that wasn't Ricky that did that. It was his evil twin, Dick Widmer. Dick Widmer's the evil one.
Oh man. I could have maybe tried and gotten away with that with like an evil secret twin, as I'm an only child.
Like the Peter Griffin. He's got a mustache.
Box number 11 in this Can't Miss 1 and 4 of this double. Here we are. Let's see what we got.
That was Davante Adams on an authentic?
Yes. Yeah. I too worked at a radio station in college. Boy, oh boy, our parallels continue to grow. Oh! Well. This is just a good time. The Brady bat.
Ooh,
it's
okay.
hit.
I knew it was a bat.
Yes, sir. Because it's like, oh, this is just a box with a piece of paper in it. But this was the bat, Timothy Larrett. Hot dang. Congratulations. Holy cow. Here we go. Let me unsheath my sword. Oh, this is excellent. This is the good stuff right here. It's on the Rawlings Adirondack right there. Absolutely incredible. This is cool. Mm-hmm. This is really cool.
And guess what?
This is a lifelong Dolphins fan. This is really cool.
And guess what? We've gotten Tom Brady in the break room on a baseball bat. You're the one.
I'm the
that
one that
has it in the hands.
Here's the thing.
Not I, not Dom, not Robbie. It's you.
And I'll say I'll use some terminology that I don't particularly care to on air. This would normally be the part of the break where if you're watching at home or in the back of our heads, like we hit Tom. Break is dead. Except
we got another one.
Oh my goodness gracious!
How about football, Tom?
This is why you double Tom. You Tom. Oh man, this is amazing. This is the coolest. Let me go ahead and grab our bat stands. This is feeling like a real sports show now.
You sure we're not gonna put that one away?
Yeah, I don't think we can display it correctly
I will
here.
say this, Brian Urlacher, your watch has ended.
Oh, yes, good call.
Your
There
watch
you
has
go.
ended.
Bob Moulet, Jersey Slime. Here this season, the Bears' flagship radio station will be KMET-FM, Comet FM. I almost want to tell him, save it for Joe. Joe's unless you're just testing out material, you're working stuff out, you're at the cellar,
Or the workshop.
you're working stuff out, then do a little workshopping, and then I want to see you hit Joe with that one after 6 o'clock, and he's gonna have a good time with that. You may evoke Cicero Joe out of him, you know. I'm trying to get Cicero. I'm trying to turn Cicero Joe into like a real character.
Hey, give me 2, 3 of those.
That's what I'm
Cicero
saying.
Joe.
It's like, oh man, if we can have Joe like unwittingly like lean into a gimmick. I mean, witting, he knows what's happening, but it's like one of those things where it's like I don't think he showed up to work expecting to be turned into a character, but that's what happens when you hire Rip. This is why I'm unhireable.
Well, you're hireable. You got hired. Here.
I did get hired, yeah. So but for 11 months.
Hey, you haven't gotten fired. I mean, that's something to look at, right?
I count my blessings every day. There we go. Oh man, there we go. 2-5. Man, this is so cool.
I can't believe we got it. Tom Brady on the bat. Montreal Expo, Tom Brady.
And now let's head out at night, go ahead and snag a real bat and get Tom Brady to sign that.
A real, like the animal?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be an Ozzy Osbourne thing?
Well, I mean, we've had him in the break room before too. Sure, let's just get a bunch of bats, set them up like helmets.
Speaking of that, did you see what the energy drink Liquid Death is doing?
No, are they doing a little?
So they're doing
collabo?
a gimmick where it's crushed empty cans.
Okay.
That I say apparently because like unless they're certified, they're in like plastic cylinders with his autograph on like a piece of paper. Supposedly they are Liquid Death cans that Ozzy Osbourne has drank out of and then like crushed. And the whole gimmick of their like ad about it is like, well, like imagine if you could clone Ozzy Osbourne. Well, you get one of these, only 10 available. When they make it legal, you can, or make it possible. You can clone Ozzy Osbourne because he's drank out of this can.
Shouts to their marketing for saying like what we're all thinking out loud, because that's the exact joke I was gonna go towards. So shame on me. It's if they can make that, I should be able to think of something better. But that does remind me. Do you remember when Coors Light had a promotion in the 90s for the talking can?
Yes.
Okay, good. My dad got one of those.
Did he?
And he thought it was so cool. He like tried to redeem it without having to like give it up. And they wouldn't allow it, so he just kept it. He's like, no, this is more cool. I don't even know what like the prize was. But like that's fun. Shout out to Liquid Death for bringing back like weird gimmicks like that.
They're like, grab them while you can. There's only 10 available. Like, I guess you
I
can
was
just
actually
go
about
buy
to
'em.
ask like how many there were.
Yeah,
too.
they said 10.
Because I was gonna say like he's getting up there in age. You can't have him drinking that much. He's gonna have to go to the bathroom like way too much. New box numbers for the vault. Jeez, I'm trying to type over this bat and it's not going well.
On their website, they're sold out of it, by the way. It was $450 a can.
Jeez.
So it was a crushed can, and on the tag it says official DNA sample, name Ozzy Osbourne, sample number 4 of 10, date. This one was May 20th, 2025, collected by Liquid Death Bev Corp with the signature Ozzy Osbourne. It looks like a medical tab that you would like put on a sample.
That's very funny.
And they call it indefinitely recyclable Ozzy DNA.
I think that would be boy, I'd love to get that through the break room. That'd be amazing. You know how much it's worth. And it comes with a COA. But we have let us not ignore all the amazing memorabilia that's in front of us right now. So please, Marisa Dombey, Karen Regan, Sean Twingstrom, Bobby Ward Jr., and Daniel Baldino, please hit me with a box number or wheel request. Need 2 box numbers, a wheel request in the appropriate amount.
Danny B, baby.
And we can get to cracking this vault double for you. There we go. I had a lot of fun and some luck with some headliners in the 1 and 4 double.
Bobby's saying wheel times 2.
Wheel times 2. We shall do. All right. All right. I'm going to move Tom this way so I can actually do my job.
So I can actually do my job.
All right. And we need
Hey,
that
there we
30. All right.
Well, Rip, we didn't completely lose out on the 2 home run bets.
Oh.
Cal Raleigh got 30 today.
Oh, my.
Seiya Suzuki, I did not get his, but at least Cal Raleigh got to 30.
Dump truck making it, even at least.
Just to put it in perspective, Hap with 2, Tucker with 1, Pete Crow Armstrong with 1, Bush with 1. Cubs can hit so many home runs. Seiya Suzuki can't hit a 1 home run.
All right. We hit 5 in the vault. We don't have 5. We have 4 and 6. So picker wheel.
Picker wheel.
And that will be 6.
6 in the vault.
That'll be 6 in the vault. And then
So that's box 1.
that is a first box. And 15, which we have.
So 6 and 15?
Yeah, 6 and 15. Great. Updated. And now we shall scramble eyes. 8 times this afternoon. Here we are. I hope everyone's staying cool. And in the AC, central AC preferably, is more powerful. It's going to be more effective, but, we're all doing what we can out there. You got to have a window unit. Any port in a storm, baby. Get some, oscillating fans. That's what we call South Florida sports fans. They just oscillate. Bobby Ward Jr., top 2 spots here up in the break. NFC North, NFC South. There you go, Bobby Ward Jr. Not the last we're going to hear from you, though. Daniel Baldino in the NFC East. Marisa Dombey, NFC West. Bobby Ward Jr., there he is again. AFC North, Sean Twingstrom. AFC South, Karen Regan. AFC East, and Marisa Dombey, AFC West. The king of the West, the queen of the West out there. All right, here we go. Box 6 in our Vault series. We may end up having to put the Brady bat up on the top level because, he's going to encroach upon both of our workspaces at this point.
Looking at our headliner board, Nico only came out of the jerseys, right?
Correct. Yeah,
The
Nico's
only-
still up in the vault.
The only vault we had headliner come out was Warren Moon, right? Warren Moon was out of the vault?
Yeah. Or no, Warren Moon. Yeah, he came out of the vault. What do you got over there? A vault box?
Yeah, he came out of the vault.
Cool. All right. Here we are. First of this vault double. And, okay. Keeping us on our toes with the direction they put the boxes, or the helmets in the bags. This one's going to be coming out butt first.
I will say, small thing for people at home, this doesn't attain to you, but I will say it on air regardless. You know what I like that production does now?
What's up?
That they put the cards not in the bag, but in the box. I personally like that better because then I'm not fishing around for a card. I can just pull the helmet. Okay, look in the box. Cool.
I wish they told us because I've been fishing around in these helmets.
Well, now they're
like
in the box.
like an idiot and just be like, "Where? Okay, well, I
now
guess
that-
I recognize this."
Now they're in the box.
Well, I didn't need a card for this one.
Yeah.
For the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Bo Bo knows speed flexes, baby. Bo Jackson on this brush gold kind of bronze statuesque. Super sweet speed flex here.
Same satin matte.
There we go.
Flex
It's a satin matte.
as the Bijan we had during the noon show.
Well, there we go. We're gonna settle on satin matte. Love to hear it. This is gorgeous. Got this silver chromed out visor as well. Absolutely sick hit there. In the AFC West, Marisa Domby. What's up, Marisa?
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
We say, my goodness, truly, heck of a run. Heck of a run. And I talk about it like it's over. It's far from over. For all we know, we may be in the first quarter of this Marisa Domby run. Domby Nation is what I'll say.
You know what? Warren Moon, your watch has ended.
Indeed.
I've decided.
You've made the right call.
Dude, this bat's got some weight to it.
Yeah, right? That's like a real bat. Don't use it. I mean, you know what? Again, like I said, we can't tell you what to do with this stuff.
Maybe you can use it.
You know, you're going to do what you're going to do.
Because you'd scuff up the auto.
I also would not do that if I were the winner of that. But, you know, we're adults.
We're adults.
We're adults. There we go. Bo.
Now that's working with fire.
Not even done with this Vault Double. By the way. So we'll go ahead and leave Bo over there and see what we got in this next box. It's also got a little weight to it. Here we go. This is box 15 out of 30 in the Vault Double. Marisa already netted a speed flex. Leaves us with 2 remaining photoed speed flexes. Feels like we got a full-size authentic here. Authentic. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad this is what we hit because I was talking about it earlier and how the photo wasn't doing it justice. We got Jordan Love on Jordan Hart, Kevin's cousin. Jordan Love on the Packers.
You know why I call him that, right?
Because of the signature. Yeah.
Sign Jordan Love.
I love it. I personally love it. I'm a fan of the way he signs it.
I love the auto, but if you're gonna sign that way, I'm gonna call you how it reads, Jordan Hart.
Jordan Hart, that's fair. That's fair.
Now,
I think
Colin gives me, you know what? Because he goes the I Heart New York. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I Heart New York.
this
That's how I
conversation
read
is
That's how I read it. I Heart
being
New York.
resurfaced in my head. Yes, that's interesting. See, but it's meant to be spoken. I love New York, though. You know.
Yeah, but because some people, you learn this in life.
I heart you. I love you. Like
The way you intend it sometimes, like, oh, it's supposed to be read this way. Once it's out there, people read it how they read
well,
it.
I mean, that's art. You know, you can
Once it's out
have the
there.
artist's intention, but once it is out there, you know, that is on other people. That's Ricky. That's a fantastic point. That is a fantastic point.
Now, if it was Josh Hart, that'd be a perfect auto for Josh Hart.
Man, now I want some of those Knicks autographs in here.
Jalen Brunson. Also, Dom was talking about Tyrese Halliburton being in WWE. Jalen Brunson in the game as well.
I love that. Like, you know, came up with like,
They had one SmackDown where,
yeah,
and they're like, let's put him in the game.
I don't know. When I grew up, my basketball players wrestled in matches. Now they're just in the video games.
Now they're just in the in the video games.
Video games.
Oh.
Man, it's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, this show's been flying on by.
It really has.
And we're leaving all the hockey hits in the 1 and 4 for Joe. I'm a little
Exactly.
jealous because I also like my hockey hits.
Oh man, when we had that hockey series, Joe was like a pig and
Pig and slop.
What, like pig and slop? It's not.
As
You're
ha-
right.
As
That is
happy as a pig
yes,
and slop.
Yes.
But I
All
will
right.
say we do have listed headliner Chris Chelios.
Yep.
Do you know where Chris Chelios was born?
I do not.
My hometown.
of
Evergreen Park, Illinois.
Evergreen Park, Illinois.
When I was in middle school, but we called it back then junior high, because we had that. Lately, we've had the change of like now everything's going to middle schools where it's like 6th, 7th, and 8th, not just 7th
Welcome
and
to the
8th.
correct universe. Yep.
You said the correct universe?
Yes.
So in junior high, they invited all the hockey players at the school to walk across the street to the city hall because he brought the cup to city hall.
Hell
The
yeah.
one with the Red Wings.
Nice. All right.
And if you guys were asking, no, I was not a hockey player in junior high.
All
Too
right.
expensive, right?
Let's. It is a bit a pricey sport
The best,
to get into.
the best thing I've seen on Instagram is a
equipment.
reel. It's like a 3-year-old, and he's got a little hockey stick, and he starts doing goalie moves, and you just hear the dad go, "No, I don't have that kind of money." As he's like doing trying to do butterfly techniques, he goes, "No, we're not going to do that. I don't have that money."
The saddest story in hockey: hockey skates worn once
Yep.
and then pawned. All right, let's see where we're at on the break page. It is 4:45 here, Central Standard Time. It is Rip and Ricky, the Richard Deluxe.
The Richard Deluxe.
Edition of your afternoon show here at Ultimate Autographs. We're rocking and rolling. We're having a great time. We're halfway there in the practice squad single. I'm just realizing I haven't dropped a single link in here. Haven't needed to.
Haven't had to.
Had no reason to.
Karen saying, "Congrats, Marissa."
Congrats,
Nice.
Marisa. Indeed. Thank you, Karen, for that, showing that love. Great sportsmanship up in here in the break.
That's a little Cicero Joe there.
Sportsmanship. I went full Cicero Joe the other day when we hit a
Did
Dickett
you?
jersey. I was like, Dicka!
Doc coach.
I was having like a Chicago
it's my
aneurysm.
Dick guy in the house.
Practice squad, still absolutely loaded. We hit that Urlacher on the rave on the rep. Everything else, still up there. Emmett Smith on the ball. Miles Garrett, authentic. Shannon Sharp, authentic right there on the camo. Ed Reed, authentic with the color match ink on that Edgar Allan Poe special. Brian Dawkins with the licensed laundry on my favorite version of the Eagles jerseys, their black colorway. Excellent stuff right there. Pardon me, Agent X, Brian Dawkins. Look at all these birds in here. We got ravens, we got eagles. Oh my goodness gracious. We got that's all of our aviary friends that we got.
Aviary friends.
Devontae Adams. Hit him in an authentic. We hit the same dang thing in the 1 and 4. Well, we got him in the practice squad right here. Practice squad, one of my favorite price points in the break room. You can get yourself a full-size authentic
For under
for
$50.
under 50 bones, dude.
Oh.
Pardon me. Michael where's that Michael Irvin? Am I looking at the right thing?
Are we?
Brian Dawkins.
Are we now?
Michael, I was looking for a Cowboys helmet. He's on the U.
The you.
That's why I was like, wait, what happened? Michael Irvin on that University of Miami Lunar. It is sick. It is an authentic. Steve Smith Sr. also lunaring up on an authentic. We had Agent X. We got Agent 89. We got a whole CIA factory here.
So I will also say this. Kenneth
Oh,
Stanton,
yes.
if you are out there,
Still
he received his code,
great.
cashed in his mini personal from the SIG Club.
Excellent.
So, Kenneth, if you're out there, give us a box number in the minis and we could do that.
Let us know. I don't have the ticker up right now.
Also, I remembered from Dom said this. Matt Wikishare?
Okay.
Wikishare? 2 rep personals. So, Matt, if you're out there, give us a number. If he's not, Rip, we can do him this show or save those 2 for you and Joe.
Matt Wickeser or Kenneth Stanton also.
Kenneth, I know, was in chat.
Yeah, he was in here earlier asking
he
how
just
to
redeemed it.
snag this himself. So yeah, if either of y'all are out there, let us know what's up. Yeah, I know I got this on right now, but we got our numbers coming across the bottom here. We got a lot of minis still left, right? We got 19 boxes, 7 headliners left. Where's my minis?
And congrats
There they are.
on the Sig Club.
Yes, congrats on your new status. You'll see people on the street. They'll be treating you different. They'll be looking at you different.
Kenneth now gets to come in once a month when we do the Iconic and Goat giveaway. Say, hey, I'm here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Got 6 p.m. shows. It's usually once a month. There's an item for Iconic, an item for Goat. All you got to do is say, hey, I'm here. That means you checked in.
Yeah.
And then they take the full list of Iconic. So like for the Iconic giveaway, full list
Do
of
a
Iconics.
top spot draw?
Top spot draw. Basically how it works is whoever's at the top, they have until the end of the show to check in. So if the top spot didn't check in, goes to number 2. Okay, number 2 isn't checked in. Who's the next person?
Okay.
Until we get to the first person that said, hey, I'm here.
Nice.
I checked in.
That's great. And I imagine it's no ham and eggers that we're getting on.
No, there's some good names.
That's what I thought. Real quick, just want to wrap up. Actually, we'll head back to the website here. Where was I even?
We were talking about Michael Irvin on the U.
Yep, Michael Irvin on the U. We got some lunar action there. We got Agents of Chaos here. We also have Aiden Hutchinson on the Classic Lions, all full-size authentic. And then on the Rave, my Dolphins on the full-size authentic Dolphins Rave right there. And not to be ignored, Dallas Goedert, one of the best tight ends Peyton Manning's ever thrown a pass to, and he's thrown some passes to some good tight ends. Steve Largent, one of the best wide receivers of all time, and Rodney Harrison. Hey, every time I see Rodney, I think of Rodney Dangerfield, though. It's a problem. Hey, Rodney.
No respect. They give me no respect.
Which one is this? Nick Griffin is asking. The break that I'm showing is
That's
the
practice squad.
practice squad. And the practice squad single is what is on screen right now.
Is Nick? I remember seeing Nick. Nick, you were in the first practice squad double.
Okay, yeah, we did break that.
Nick was the first order was in that practice squad double.
Yes. Yeah, we did break that. That went Marisa Dombey doubled up in the NFC North.
That was a Culpepper Urlacher.
That's right. So yeah, let's peruse on down the break page once again. I'll go ahead and just
Peruse on down the road.
Let's see. We've done some 1 and 4 action. Always a great time. Let's check out. Actually, I haven't even. What do we have on the videos? That y'all hit that in the last show or the show earlier. That's out of here. There's the Brady. Look at this Brady that's still available. We hit the Brady on the bat in the previous 1 and 4. Look at this Brady. Salute to Speed Flex, the Speed Flex industrial industry right here. You got the TB12 on the bumper. You got the digital camo. You got that dark camo right there. You got the American flag running through the back. This is absolutely. Oh yeah. Also, he autographed it. Not to mention.
Also, he autographed it.
With the color match ink to the face mask. Love to see it. Great stuff on the Patriots lid. What a piece. What a piece right there. Also still available. Speaking of waving the American flag, this guy surely did that plenty in his career. Hulk Hogan on that Sports Illustrated special pop right there, commemorating the time he was on a Sports Illustrated. And that is an issue of a Sports Illustrated, as confirmed by Ricky in there.
So I believe
you believe it is.
So it's not going to be like an actual
one from the 80s.
It's the cover.
It's the cover.
It's the cover.
That's hey, that's still displayable as heck. We have Larry Bird on his warm-up jersey here, which I think is like almost even cooler than a jersey jersey.
I have that before, and that is beautiful.
And he's got a great signature as well. Bat-wise, Tom Brady's on the table. You'll see that IRL when we switch back here. But we still got the polar bear, Pete Alonso, one of the best power hitters the Mets have ever known, as well as David Ortiz, Big Papi, Mofongo. Have you ever had Mofongo, Ricky?
No.
It's good stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's,
I don't even know what it is.
It's like a Puerto Rican Dominican dish made up of like rice and tostones, and it's good. It's good stuff. I'm gonna get us to eat some Cuban, some Puerto Rican food up in here. I'm gonna get y'all jacked up on Cuban coffee.
Yeah.
Jacked up around the world, man. Erling Haaland, Man City standout. We got Erling Haaland on the soccer ball here. That is Very, very sweet. And then Steve Eiserman. If you want hockey, we got hockey here in the 1 and 4. Steve Eiserman still available, in addition to Shaquille O'Neal. You might know him as Shaq. You might know him by many of his alii, as it were. But Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm the big Aristotle.
Up in the mix right here. Chris Chelios, more hockey for you. A hometown, sharing a hometown there with our good friend, producer, and host.
How about
Ricky Widmer.
How about a diamond double? You want to do a diamond double?
I love a diamond double.
It is ready for you.
Oh my goodness! I hadn't even had a chance to get to the diamonds. We're looking for a Bijan Robinson on a speed flex. Brian Urlacher, we can have him for the second time this show, and Edgerrin James are your headliners in the diamonds. Just to round this out here, we got Ronnie Acuna in the 1 and 4, as well as Dame Time Damian Lillard. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get back to this right here. We got our numbers rocking. We got a diamond double Papa Layton right here. Let's have at it. Let me put this in the chat, please. Number 5. Please pardon my spelling mistakes. I'm just so excited.
Sometimes you're typing, you're just like, type. I don't care if this is off.
Y'all can piece it together. Yeah, you get where this is going.
Catch my drift.
8 and 21. Thank you so much. We got Scott Pride, Marissa Dombey, Cody Metcalf, Scott Deans. We have a Scott off. And Brian Gollner and George Williamson. George, box caller magic. Closer magic. 8 and 21 from the Diamonds. Le Diamantes. While Ricky grabs those, let's go ahead and randomize. Here we are. Don't, Ricky, is this because of me? Am I making you laugh too much?
No. This box tower almost fell.
A box tower.
Would have given me a concussion.
I've had my fair share of scraps with these boxes already. Which would be ironic because the helmets are meant to prevent the head injuries, not cause them. All right, 8 and 21. We have one more.
I'll take Devonta.
Yeah, go ahead. There we go. That's a good spot. That's a good spot for him. All right, one more scrambleization. Scott Pride, you started up at the top, and we're going to continue that with you in the NFC North. There we are. Let me get these names, pop them in our divisions, see where we're at, and who we're looking to hit, or if we're just playing for the love of the game, Here we are. Oh, no, not there, you ding dong. Up here. Don't worry, I just accidentally hit the inspect hotkeys. Scott Pride, NFC North. George Williamson, NFC South. That'd be the Speed Flex, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bijan's still there?
George Williamson, NFC South. Scott Pride, NFC East. Scott Deans, NFC West. Cody Metcalf, AFC North. Scott Deans, AFC South. Marissa Dombey, AFC East. And Brian Gollner in the AFC West. Just like John Gomez, Chacom loves to say, poop, whoop, whoop, poop, poop. That's my bad. I say poop, poop.
Whoop, whoop. Cheers.
Cheers. Peeps, hope all is well. Thank you, Chacom.
This goes out to all my juggalos and juggalettes.
Thanks.
Whoop, whoop.
Thanks, Human.
You know who we reference when we do that, right?
Yeah. Well,
Superhuman.
Superhuman. Yeah. That's what I said.
Whoop, whoop.
I also. This. Yeah.
Yep.
We got to make one of those with just a bunch of these empty boxes. It's got to be you.
It's got to be you.
And I also just think of Mad Clown Love.
Yeah.
Midwest after all.
Are you a
There are
you a juggalo?
There's a an alternate universe.
You drink Fago?
that I in high school.
Okay.
I could have
went
gone
that
down
way.
that path
Oh, okay.
in a real
So
way.
there's a multiverse where you're
Yes.
full on juggalo.
Full on, dude. I'm bringing Hatchet Man signs, the wrestling shows, all of it. Here we go. Box number 8 in this diamond double.
Partaking at the gatherings.
Of course, yeah.
Is that what they call it? The gathering?
The
or
gathering. It is the
Okay.
gathering. Yeah.
It's only one, singular.
All right. Woo! This is what's up. Diamond double, baby.
There we go.
Diamond Double's gonna have me turn into Diamond Dave, David Lee Roth here. Wow, Bijan Robinson on the Speed Flex. Look at this. Look how big that Falcon is.
Wow.
My goodness gracious, this is
Wow.
amazing. One of the best young runners in the world today, in the game today. It's got the Beckett certification there. He's gonna tear it up. They got so many offensive weapons in Atlanta, and he is but one of them, but he's a big one of them right there. Bijan Robinson right there. That's looking gorgeous. And that NFC South. Oh boy, what do we got going on here? We got a sniper. We got a box caller, big baller. We got a closer. All right, well, Ricky, I mean, if we're looking at the data, if we're looking squarely at the data,
This is a closer magic.
it's interesting. There we go. George Williamson, congratulations, man. Big ol' hit. That was the last Speed Flex in the Diamonds. There you go, man. That's what's up. I always say ain't no duds in the Diamonds, but when they shine so bright.
They shine bright like a diamond. Hey, yo.
And we're not even done. Two, 5, 2, 1, 0, 2. There we go. Bijan. Sweet. All right. Well, Bijan, you have entered the chat. There we go.
No way he's going anywhere.
Absolutely not.
Where you going?
No way. All right, box number 21 of this double. Second box of the double. Box 21 of the series are false start diamonds. Let's have at it. Thanks, everybody, for buying in, for playing along. Looks like we got another banger. What do we got? Okay. All right. I got to use actual muscles to open these now? Come on.
Dude. Those bags are like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Ooh. All right. Some more love for the U here. Some more love for the U. Midwest love on the Lunar Indianapolis Colts. It's Edgerrin James.
Ooh, okay.
One of the best, one of my favorite running backs in Colts history. Edgerrin James, man. This dude he got it done. Rocked out behind Peyton Manning. It would be very easy to be lost in the sauce behind Peyton Manning, and he did not get lost behind him.
Dom's favorite edge.
Ew, really?
Yeah, he said
More so than
number 2 is edge.
and then where does the guitars for U2 land?
Number 3.
Number 3.
I don't
Interesting.
know the guy's name. I'm not.
He's
like-
just the edge.
Is he?
He's the edge.
So yeah, Dom was like, "You don't know U2?" I'm like, "I know U2. The only one I know their name is Bono." And he goes, "Oh, you're missing out."
Yeah, you got to at least know the lead guitarist. You know, same way for Bon Jovi.
Yep.
Richie Sambora. You know.
Okay. Yeah,
Here we go. Scott Deans.
U2 was one, especially in 6th grade. For that year, 6th grade, I despised U2 because my 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Dugan, shout out if you're watching.
What up, Miss Dugan?
Huge Tom Brady fan, and because of the huge Michigan fan, therefore a huge Tom Brady fan, therefore huge
Insufferable? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Patriot fan.
Okay.
And I came into school one Monday in February, maybe something special had happened, to just blasting from a stereo, "It's a beautiful day!" After they won that first Super Bowl. And I never heard the end of that song, so I was like, I kind of don't like U2 at that moment. They then
For a
grew
lot of
on me
people-
with Vertigo.
For a lot of people, yeah, it was the album being put on their iPhones.
Yeah.
For other people, it was Stuck in a Moment that you just can't get out of, which is actually a really cool music video. But for you, it was Miss Dugan.
It was Miss Dugan.
Miss
Beautiful
Dugan,
day. It's a beautiful day.
Hey.
I just on loop for like 2 weeks straight.
Man. Hey, we just passed the 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
As you can tell by this lovely menagerie of memorabilia here.
That's how you do. Jerseys and minis, right? Or
Jerseys and minis.
Vault?
Ah, you read my mind.
Jerseys and Vault. That's
Jerseys
the-
and Vault. Sorry. Yeah, we just had our Jerseys and Minis series, our can't miss.
I'm gonna get that
Jerseys and
list
Vault.
together for you. I'm a noob.
Thank you so much. It's been great having you here for the first time. You're doing a great job, Ricky.
For the first time.
For the first time.
First time, long time here. I got a question for you.
George,
First time, long time.
what's happening, dude? Congratulations. Absolutely sick hit out of the Diamonds. Diamonds now are at 7. We got that Urlacher still out there on that alternate orange lid. Absolutely gorgeous. Got the Hall of Fame inscription as well. Diamonds still stay. Again, like I say, ain't no duds in the Diamonds.
Jerseys and Vault. That list is ready for you whenever you want it.
Delightful. Thank you, Ricky. Here we go. Nope, not that. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we got all of our names here.
One jersey, one single vault, one double vault.
There we go. That'll do it. And let me just actually go like this. 32 names. Checks out. All right, we're going to go ahead and pop these in the randomizer for Top Spot. Top Spot gets a wheel spin 1 through 100 for a Ultimate Autographs gift card. Here we go. 8 times on the randomizer. Nope. Wait, hold on. I need these names.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Yeah. Here we go. Now we go 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, who's Tom? Tom, can you hold the spot? Tom, can you do it? Tom, this is, I think, your only entry, Tom. Aaron Wilburn, who also seems as though that may be one of their only entries as well. Aaron Wilburn, congratulations, bud. You win a wheel spin, 1 to 100, 1 to 100. Aaron, if you're out there, hit us up. Let us know. We'll go ahead and where you want us to start the wheel. We'll start it wherever you want us to start it. If I don't hear from you soon, Aaron Wilburn, we'll go ahead and start at 1. Start at 1. Hit us up, Aaron Wilburn. Aaron Wilburn. Let us know. Take a little.
Drinky drink.
Oh yeah, a little drink of water.
Drinky drink.
A little parched. It's one of those things I never really registered with me until someone mentioned something. It's like, we don't have commercials. Well, like, we don't have like a break where we can just kind of like, bop out, have a little snack, catch us on some text messages.
I actually like it.
Oh, I like it too. It's just, I don't think people. I think
hours. Like,
two straight hours. Sometimes 4 at nights and stuff like that. And this is a compliment to everyone that works here. Is everyone makes it look pretty easy, and it's not. It is
Rip's
not.
like, I will tell you firsthand, it's not easy.
Just being a full-time yapper. You find yourself trying not to repeat yourself.
So I will say, the first story I ever heard of you, Rip,
Oh,
was
okay.
before you worked here.
Okay.
It was after your, I think
Camera test or
Common said it was your pre-interview.
okay.
Maybe. No. Was it? Basically the story is you got asked a question about like baseball players.
Uh-huh.
And you were like, oh, what is his name? Oh,
I was
what's
losing
his
my
name?
mind.
What's his name? And
I was
then,
having a meltdown.
Oh, Tony!
I was having a meltdown.
And I will be completely honest. The way Common described you sounded exactly like the energy that Robbie has. You are very different than Robbie.
Yeah.
Same energy level.
We're getting a Robbie Redux, but
I do
it
like.
got a little different flavor.
Yes.
I can tell you're the first person to relay this story to me, which is very funny because I was dying inside. I was like, I've blown it.
What's his name?
His name? I can't name the most famous baseball player in the world. What's wrong with me? Oh my God! Talk about
Ohtani.
all-time choke jobs. It didn't prevent me from working here.
No.
But boy, oh boy, if you could have, that's very funny. I love that. Let's go ahead and spin this wheel. See how much money we're gonna get
And
on
now
over
that
to Aaron.
that I know you, I can now imagine how that at the time didn't know you, so I didn't know that it was just common relaying. That. Now I know you. I could kind of piece
Picture
together.
it.
Okay, this is how it probably sounded.
Oh, Donnie! If I am hopefully faithfully recreating it, $25 on the wheel spin. 25 bucks.
not bad.
Congratulations there, Aaron Wilburn. That's quarter of a hundo right there. You know that
Absolutely.
that'll make a jersey break. $3. That'll bite into the cost of that's half. That's more than half in a practice squad. That's taking a nice chunk out of a diamond or a vault. Absolutely, man. There's a lot of ways to play with that. $25, Aaron Wilburn. Congratulations, my friend. Cool. Where are we at? Do we have anything on the precipice there, Ricky?
Let's see. I'm gonna be putting in one quick order here.
Right on.
We're
right on.
halfway to go in the practice squad.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and refresh the break page here. Single in the practice squad. Looks like it's 3 to go.
Jerseys are 3 to go.
Love it.
We have the can't miss 1 and 4 quad and just a quad, 3 to go. And then the practice squad single is 3 to go.
Excellent. Well, I think we're in some pretty good spots here that we could stay on, I'd say. Jerseys, no doubt should definitely go. We got that practice squad. Like I said, it's a single. It's my favorite price point across the board on the break page.
I will ask you this. How many minutes do you want to give them to close these out?
What are we at right now? We're at 5:11 Central Standard Time here in the UA break room. If we can close one by 5:15, that'll buy us time to close the other one.
Works for me.
And then we can circle back
Okay.
on this conversation.
So just close one of them by 5:15.
Close me
Keep
one of
us
them by
going.
5:15. That's 4 minutes. I've seen craziest stuff happen in my time working here. That is for sure.
This bat is sweet.
It is sweet, man. This bat is pretty insane. It's got all of it, man. You got 34 inches here. I mean, it's Rawlings. It's nice. It's got the Adirondack.
It's a lot of inches.
It's Tom Brady. He's working with a watch.
Did you see any of the stuff from Tom Brady at Fanatics Fest
I saw him coming out to Cody Rhodes' entrance
with the jerseys?
with the and then was he holding a UFC title?
That I didn't see. I just saw him
Okay.
the Jets jersey stomp on it,
Uh-huh.
and then the Manning jersey.
He ripped in half. And then is that Eli Manning's music out here?
There was one where he tossed a Lombardi trophy to Gronk, and Gronk not used to catching trophies. He caught it two-handed by the ball, the football of the trophy, and the trophy broke. So, busted Lombardi trophy.
Oh my goodness.
Then they did this other thing where they
Lombroki.
dressed a bunch of guys up like Gronk and put them in a room, a small room, and Brady had to try to find the real Gronk. and he failed. He was very cocky. He goes, "You're too short. You're too thick." Pointing out all these things. There was one guy in the middle. He goes, "You're too serious. Gronk is not that serious." And he goes, "None of you are Gronk. Ha ha ha! I foiled you. That you tricked me." And then the guy that was just standing there serious takes off his helmet, and that was Gronk.
He was trying to get too cute with
They're
it. He's
"Tom,
like,
come
it's a trick
back.
question.
Come back, Tom," because he walked out of the. He's so confident. I walked out of the room on you.
Ooh. Speaking of Fanatics Fest, this just came to me via Yahoo Sports.
Okay.
GOAT admiration. Tom Brady calls LeBron the greatest ever while appearing together on a panel at Fanatics Fest.
Well, he's wrong, but that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
If the GOAT says it, I mean, Or is this hearkening back to our earlier conversation with LeBron and Steve Nash?
Yeah.
See, and he's not Canadian, so he has no excuse.
Yeah, he's got no excuse. Tom, you're smarter than that. You went to Michigan.
How we doing out there? If you're just tuning in, it is we're creeping up on 5:15 here Central Standard Time. It is your hosts Rip and Ricky having a great time with you here this Saturday afternoon. It's hot as heck out there. It is cool inside, and it is yet hot in the break room. Tell me how that works.
The thing I love about the weekends, right, is so you guys don't know this. I'm going to pull back the curtain a bit. Our thermostat in here is connected to the offices immediately to the left of us. And rightfully so, there's been complaints of like people are cold because we have the thermostat and it's hotter in here than it is over there.
Or we're also right underneath where the air comes out. So sometimes we get super chilly if it gets knocked down.
Rightfully so. I'm not saying they shouldn't complain. But the thing I like about the weekend is there's nobody in those offices usually. So we can set this to whatever we want, let it be comfortable, and then just put it back before the weekend's over. Because I don't know about you, but talk to Chin Man Don about this. My family in our household, we like chilly. We like it to be colder than hotter.
Yeah.
And we like the AC more than just opening up a window.
I love opening up the windows. It's always great, get some fresh air.
Outside.
Exactly. Same. I
like
love
those rainy days is when you open up the window, let that cold air come in.
But if it's warm out, we're gonna crank it down, and I'm wearing a sweater inside. That's my ideal setting is a sweater inside weather.
Yep.
How we looking? Anything else? We have hit the 5:15 mark.
Mr. Feller just got into the jerseys. 2 to go there.
2 to go.
But that is the only order that we've gotten in your the 5 minutes.
Sadly, what's left in the jersey? Well, it's a good question, Ronnie.
Brian Urlacher and Joe Theismann. I forgot to. Race Nico.
Thank you. In the jerseys, we still have this Brian Urlacher right there, and who'd you say? Oh yeah, the Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann left in the jersey.
Joe Theismann story of his own. Or does he not like the Joe Theismann story?
We'd have to ask him.
Okay.
Let's get Joe in the room.
Joe, does he respect another Joe? Can there only be one Joe?
There can only be one. So there we go. Yeah, we have 9 boxes left in the jerseys. Those 2 headliners, Brian Urlacher and Joe Theismann. So let us know if you're going to make a play, if you're pulling that old credit card out, you're getting your face ready for your Apple Pay, however it is you're doing it. Let us just give us just do this in the chat. Just go and I'll know. In the meantime, Ricky, before we really fully head out and finish our time here together, which by the way had a fabulous time.
Great show.
Just so much fun this show. And we had banger hits
Anytime you want to fill in for any of the people I work with, go ahead. I give you my blessing.
Yeah, feel free to DM me whenever they post it on Slack or just be like, dog, get it.
Dude, take this. Hit of the show's easy.
So something I like to do. I like to do a little.
Is easy, right?
I like to do a little David Letterman style. It's not always 1 to top 10 or whatever,
Okay.
but what do we got? We got 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 pieces here on the table. You can do top spot. You can go 1 to 7. You can go 7 to 1. Any way you like to slice it. I ain't gonna put you in a box.
So it's just list as many of them as I want.
Yeah.
Now I'm an Olympics guy, so we'll do podium.
Okay.
Gold medalist is Tom Brady.
Tom Brady on the bat.
Silver medalist, I gotta go with the Bo. The Bo Jackson here. Gotta go with him silver. Now, bronze is where we get into it. Love the J. This is where it's like name.
Yes.
The speed flexes just aren't automatically. That'd be boring.
Right.
I'm going to go with Steve Nash, a surprise bronze.
I like it.
And then honorable mentions. These are the
course.
ones that are off the podium, but I want to shout out.
Yeah.
Bijan and Love.
For sure.
Devonta and Edge, they're both great. Not enough for the honorable mentions.
Okay. I'm gonna go 7-1, 7-1, Letterman style. I'm gonna start with the Devontae Adams.
7.
And I'll tell you why at 7, because I took a few years of a break from football. Kind of just wasn't feeling the sport, and the Dolphins were crappy. And that
also
you know,
leads
just
into it.
I had a lot of other stuff going on. So Devontae's like real peak years, I wasn't tapped in for.
Yeah.
So I don't know the magistry, the phenomenal talent that Devontae is you know, in his prime. But I can respect him as a competitor.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams. Next up, I'm gonna go. Sample size. Sample size. I'm gonna go Bijan. Still a lot going. He's still got a lot of his career ahead of him.
Yeah.
And this is just a sumptuous taste so far. It's a beautiful, beautiful jet black speed flex. So no shouts at that. We go Bijan 6. Jordan Love 5. Love at 5. I love the helmet, and he's gonna have another big year. It's kind of frustrating. I can only imagine you as a fan of a team in the NFC North, how Green Bay can just reload every single time. Like, what the heck?
I'll be honest. I told Dom this the last show. The NFC North this year, I don't think we're going to have a double-digit winner. Like
Because
a
everyone's going to
double-digit
beat
team.
up on them on
So
each
I
other.
got the Packers 9-8 winning the division. Vikings 8-9. I hope we're better than that though. JJ. The Bears 7 wins. The Lions 6 wins.
Okay. Lions at 6 wins.
They lost their OC and their DC.
Okay.
The OC they brought in was the pass specialist with the Broncos. John Morton's got to show me something. And Calvin Shepard, he's been with the Lions, Dan Campbell's tenure as linebacker coach. This is the first time he's going to be a DC.
Okay.
That ain't just a job you walk into, bing, bang, boom, I'm the man on campus.
Yeah.
So, like, Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson, I think their absences will be missed.
Everyone's got to be a defensive coordinator first for your first time. Everyone's got a first time.
I just think the
Dan
first year's gonna
Campbell's
be a
still
little
there. Hutchinson's coming back healthy. A lot of those pieces are still there. Amon-Ra's going to pop off again.
Wouldn't be surprised, Rip, but
Interesting.
I'm down.
Something to keep an eye on. Where was I? Jordan Love at 5.
Jordan Love.
Bo Nose at 4. The Bo collectorship is strong, and I love these new. What do we call them again? Matt Chromes.
I've heard Matt. I've heard satin chromes.
Definitely no satin going on there, and it's not really matte either because it is a glossy helmet, right? You feel that?
Yeah,
it's a little matty.
I'm just going off of what Robbie has said. Matt chromes.
Okay. Well, Bo at 4. I'm gonna put Edge at 3. It's a sick lunar. I love the Colts on the lunar, and also brought me many great memories as a young Miami Hurricane fan. Obviously, I went to college at UF, and things changed, but I still have fond memories of those times.
So you were a Miami Hurricane fan, then you went to Florida.
It's
and it
basically the second professional football franchise in South Florida. So yeah, like my dad raised me Dolphins and Hurricanes. And it's not like he ever went to the school either. So it's like, oh yeah, no, I went to the school that accepted me.
Did it break his hat
Yes,
that you were
it
going
did.
to Florida?
Literally, we're up there for preview, and all the student preview coordinators are like, all right, here's how we do all of our chants. And they're teaching everyone how to do the gator chomp. And my dad's just in the back of the auditorium, just like
Arms crossed.
no, not my son. No. He was upset when I wore like an orange, blue, and white just striped polo in for picture day in like first grade. He's like, come on, Richard. Come on, Richie.
Come on.
He didn't say Richard. He said Richie. We were Richie. He was big Richie. I was little Richie.
Yep.
Number 2, one of my favorite basketball players of all time, two-time MVP, Steve Nash.
funny.
And, of course, Tom Brady on the bat. It's a curiosity. It's unique. It's a story piece. It's a conversation piece. Display that proudly. There we go. That'll have it. Nothing snuck up on us here, Ricky?
You got a jersey.
There you go.
You stayed on long enough to get your jersey.
You filibust long enough.
Cody's like, or Corey's like, fine, I'll close out the jersey.
If it'll shut them
I'll
up.
close out the
Close
jersey
the
for you, Rip.
jerseys. Awesome. There we go. Hey, you know, whatever gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and drop me a box number or wheel request for the jersey single. Jersey single, trick play jerseys. We have Michael Irvin, Mark Feller, Jenna Nicholson. Welcome in, Jenna. Please let us know how you found us if you're watching live and who it is you're trying to collect, who you're trying to hit, who you like to collect, teams, players, all that good stuff. Chat Williams, Mark Feller, and Corey Eichinger. Corey Eichinger, please hit us up with a box number or wheel request. We'll go ahead, knock out this last break, and unless y'all do something truly crazy, we'll go ahead and wrap up our show for this afternoon. Get ready for that 6 o'clock spot. So please, Michael, Mark, Jenna, Chat, or Corey, please hit me up with a box number or wheel request. As you see, our box numbers are scrolling along the bottom. I'm about to try and touch the jersey number. Oh, I went behind the ticker wall. You don't know, there's a ticker wall right in front.
Mm-hmm.
That's not superimposed on the
ticker wall.
Yeah, we have a little wall of tickers that just comes by here. All right, let's see. In the jerseys, thank you, Corey. Box number 15. 15, box number 15. In the jerseys. Yeah. 15. 1 to the 5. Let's go ahead and scramble eyes for divisions. Head on over here. Oh, do we not?
I don't have 15.
Let me actually check my ticker. 15's not on the ticker, so we're right on our end. Corey, do you want to hit us with another number? Let me go ahead and just get the number. Hit us with another number. Our jerseys are coming across the bottom here. Well, not right now. They will be. There they are. So let us know. I'll probably, you see, it looks like you're on YouTube, so you might have a little bit of the YouTube delay.
And I will say, because it wasn't on the ticker, anyone in the break can still call a number.
That is true. This is not just a Corey play here.
Now,
Michael, Mark, Jenna, Chat.
Now, 15 was on the ticker, then yes.
Sure. Yeah, it wouldn't be a issue.
Tell them that because Jenna's new.
Of course. 7. There we are. Thank you. So we don't have 7.
1, 3, 5, and a bunch of 20s.
I'm very tempted to institute a 3 strikes and you're out rule. 3 strikes and we go to the wheel. But, I'm producing the 6 o'clock. Ricky wants to get out of here, I'm sure. But, oh, yeah, that's right. Well. All right. I'm going to go ahead and make my way on over 5. 5. I do believe we have 5. We do. There we go. Thank you so much, Ricky.
I created a little stairway here for you.
Thank you. A stairway to break heaven.
Stairs of jerseys.
Can we do something with Edge or there we go. Thank you. All right, now let's scramble eyes for names.
Edge out of here.
All right. Best of luck, everybody.
Dom's not here to save you.
William Losey wants to get that practice squad single closed before the 6 p.m. show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's get us started with a little pre-fill going into the 6. I doubt it'll close in the next few minutes here. Boy. Sorry, y'all. There we go. We're at 6 times on the randomizer. My bad. 7. And last time, we're at 8 on the randomizer. There we have it. Corey Eichinger in the NFC North. NFC South going to Jenna Nicholson. Excuse me. It's going to take a minute to realize there's no L in there. Chat Williams, NFC East, Corey Eichinger. NFC West, Mark Feller, AFC North and South, and Michael Irvin, AFC East and West. Yo, here we go. Here we go. Box number 5 out of 30 in the jerseys. Here we have it. Oh, here we have it. Chicago walks in and Chicago comes out of the box break. It's Brian Urlacher, baby. Brian Urlacher, one of the most devastating and best middle linebackers, defensive players, whatever you want to say, however you want to qualify it. He is one of the best of all time. Brian Urlacher, you got the Hall of Fame inscription there. You got the Beckett certification. Brian Urlacher, look, you couldn't recognize him now if you put this jersey on because he's got that full bush on his head. You know, coiffed. He's coiffed.
He's coiffed.
You know, he wouldn't know the meaning of helmet hair when he was wearing this jersey. But hot diggity dang, that's an awesome hit there. Closer magic, Ricky. Closer magic. Corey
Like I said,
Eichinger.
it's a thing.
It's a thing. It's real.
There's data. It is confirmed. We can't just let everything be magic. No, I'm not gonna get on my rant. I'm not gonna get. Joe's heard it enough.
We need to end the show, Ricky. We need to end the show.
Heard it enough.
All right, I could fill that out later. Until then, hey, I'll bring it back here and just want to thank everybody so much for tuning in, hanging out with us here on a Saturday afternoon. You got so many options of things out there in the world to do, but it's also hot as heck. And normally, if you're going to watch some streaming, it's going to be on the inside. So
Yep.
Thank you so much for keeping it cool with us and these hot fire breaks. Thank you to everyone that bought into a break, everyone that engaged in the chat. We love every single one of you. Spread the word. The more people in here, the more they're going to close, the quicker they're going to close, the more breaks we do, the more fun we have. Shout out to everyone here at Ultimate Autographs in every department. Y'all make this whole thing happen. And big shout out, first time just working exclusively together here, Ricky.
First time, long time here.
Dude, thank you so much for absolutely kicking so much butt. Y'all don't even see everything he takes care of behind those monitors.
I figured, I asked you when you came in, hey, Rip, do you want to host? Do you want to produce? You said, I don't care. And I was like, A, I really don't want to move. B, I'm like, Rip's going to be producing all night for Cicero Joe, so I could do you one for 30.
Much appreciated. Either way, we sliced it up. It was going to be a great time, dude. Thank you so much for cutting it up with me here for a few hours from the break room. That's going to do it for us. It's going to be myself producing.
I'm just going to say one thing that I was going to say and forgot.
Yeah.
It's a nice bookend. First box we opened, Brian Urlacher rep. Last box we opened, Brian Urlacher jersey.
Urlacher bookends. There you go. That's the good stuff. That's storytelling there. The keeper of the lore at Ultimate Autographs.
The storyteller.
The ultimate storyteller
Everything happens
there.
for a reason.
It does. It does. Sweet. Yes, indeed, Corey. Congratulations on this excellent jersey. And again, congratulations to all our winners. Thanks for playing, everyone that played. It's going to be me over there producing, Joe Aguilar in the host spot. Per the usual on a Saturday night, we're about to rock it up. This is a reunification of Joe and I. Looking forward to that. So keep it locked here: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all of our socials to not miss a single bit of the action. Of course, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere on the internet. So for Ricky Wedmer, I'm Rip Camelucci. Thank you so much for watching. And